And there we go. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, to the Jedi Academy. I'm Ranger J 1999, part of the RG crew, and your host, welcoming you to, well, the madness that is Jedi Academy. Why is there two berry bombs on the screen now? God damn it, quit doing that crap. You say two giant
Double the pleasure.
Double the fun. Okay, very nice. But no, we're not here to drop berry bombs on you. We're here to talk about Star Wars Galaxy heroes and answer your questions. That's right. This is a Q&A show where we bring the best and the brightest of YouTubers and gamers and that play this game to answer your questions that you might have to help you with your game. And oh my God, God, comb your hair.
Not supposed to be on camera.
Holy crap! Jesus, thought I just saw one of those little troll dolls. Oh my God!
You let Yahoo serious in here. Holy
I wonder what happens if I stick my finger in the slide socket. Okay, that didn't work. That was bad.
That was
amazing.
Awesome.
I didn't realize.
I do appreciate that you do have clothes and shorts on. Gone. That's a win in my opinion. That's
always a
that's always a win. Trust me, I've seen Gone without his pants, and you can't unsee certain things in your life. But welcome to the show. We'll introduce everybody here in a second. But one person I will introduce is my co-host and heterosexual life mate, Dr. Finn, Medicine Woman, the troll extraordinaire. Dr. Finn, how are you today, my friend?
I am doing well. How about you?
Yes, right. We played D&D late last night, and I'm tired, and because
I'm fine.
Well, I'm not, because I've been on that goddamn hill still, but we're almost there. We're almost done. I don't have to come back and look like I've been working my labors every day. Jesus. Anybody wants to get in shape, come on down to Ranger's house. We got plenty of rocks and gravel and sand and dirt that you can haul up the goddamn hill, and you'll be in great shape afterwards. Let me tell you, it's the great weight loss program. All right, let's introduce how this show works. It's real simple. You have questions. This great panel has answers. And the way it works is you put your question in the chat. We've already got some examples in there already. And the way we scoop it up is we use Nightbot. So if you have a question, make sure you put the word question in front of your statement. That's how we scoop it up and identify your question. If you don't, we're not going to see it. And that's on you, not us. So help us to help you, help us help you, help us help you. That's the way it works. It's a Dutch door action kind of thing. So get your questions in, and then we'll get them scooped up. If you have one for a specific panelist, fire away, but we will go around and get to each panelist, and we will get your questions in there. So pretty simple. It's not rocket science. So go ahead and get your questions in. It would behoove you to get your questions in sooner rather than later, because there is a cutoff. Sorry, we're only doing this for 2 hours. And if we don't get your question, that's okay. We have Discord. All these folks have Discords. They all have YouTubes. I'm sure you can find one of us in there and ask us a question. Hell, you can message me and Finn directly. People do it all the time, and we don't mind helping you out. So don't get upset if we don't get your question. But if you want your question, now is the time to do it. Also, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Kind of helps the channel out. We appreciate it very much. Yeah, that big thumb there. Oh my God, that was a big Aussie thumb. You can stick that right up a crocodile's anus.
God dang.
So make sure you do that.
As English when you do that.
Well, you mean
you don't come across as Australian when Ranger does that?
Yeah. English. So let's introduce the panel. First, we'll just go around from the top down, and we'll introduce everybody. So, you know what? I'm going to let Finn introduce everybody. I always do it. Let's let Finn do it. Finn, why don't you introduce the wonderful panelists we have for today?
All right. So we have
Make fun of them when you do it, because that's what I kind of do.
That's not what I do.
Okay, well, try to be some creative here.
We have the...
Like, I'll give you an example. We have the English limey bastard himself that's now an American. Nev is here with us. See, that's how you do it. Nev, how are you, my friend?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Very, very good. How are you?
Yes, glad to have you here. See, I'll give you another one. Highness, you say, not an English limey bastard, all the way from down under. Highness.
versus the convict from down under.
That's right. We all know that Australia was formed by convicts and men from outer space. So,
Yes, and we're actors as well, according to Flat Earthers. I'm waiting for the royalty check.
yeah. You know, folks, if you're listening to Flat Earthers, stop. Don't do that. They're wrong. It's wrong. Science says differently, and science is usually pretty right. That's how you get cell phones and things. Now, Finn, you do the next one.
Here is someone that's neither from England nor Australia. We got Britain.
Wow, Finn.
Hooray!
He's not
Did I do
wrong. He's
Did I do
not
it?
wrong.
Did I do it? I did.
Man of the
I think I
silky
did it.
smooth hair.
Oh, you gave him one
It's
job, Ranger.
great.
One job.
I try.
Come on,
you know.
Ugh.
That's why nobody likes Finn, because he's an idiot. Yay! Also joined us from North Carolina and part of the latest electrical storm from out west. We've got South Carolina's finest, the Gamecock himself, good old Maurice. Oh, he's doing the Queen Victorian wave. You got to do it more like this.
Yeah, it's a little
You
bit
got
more.
the turn.
Oh, and he's
The
gone.
royalty.
Know where I've seen that hair before.
Where? I said the little
It
troll
is
doll.
Chucky from Rugrats.
Oh!
I
Oh,
want people to take me seriously.
That is 100% Chucky from Rugrats hair. With the glasses and everything, it just needs to be red.
I use conditioner.
There is some kind of product in that hair. There's no doubt about that. Because if that's natural, that's
For
amazing.
everybody out there, go ahead and Google up Chucky from Rugrats if you guys are not old enough for that show.
All right.
oh my God. Oh, that's good.
Yeah. That's amazing.
When is Heinz
That's so
gonna stop?
awesome. Look at that. That's amazing, God. I love it. He did that thing. I'm out. All right. Someone who doesn't have hair sticking up to the heavens and our resident light side user, who I'm still trying to turn to the dark side, but we'll see. The lovely, the talented Jedi Master Dash is here. Yay!
Good morning.
Good morning, Jedi Master Dasher. How's it feel to be with all these stupid men?
I mean,
Or half-intelligent men?
I don't think there's a correct way to answer this one.
Just say yes and we'll move on.
And that's why she is smart.
All
See,
right.
I'm just gonna go back
Ranger-
to eating my breakfast.
Oh, what's for breakfast?
What are you having for
Yeah,
breakfast?
what healthy breakfast are you having this morning?
Well, it's Kellogg's with chocolate.
See, he
Okay,
adds
okay.
the healthy in there and puts you in a bad position.
Right.
Like he just
It's
constantly
the
like.
chocolatey version. It has chocolate in it.
Chocolate's
There's
got-
nothing wrong with that. I had
I
two
mean,
Oreos.
yeah.
I mean, I
So
can't. I
it's
can't.
still healthy.
Yeah.
Oreos with milk, a great breakfast.
Sure.
Okay.
I had Girl Scout cookies.
See?
See,
Girl Scout cookies.
see, we're right with you, Adastra.
The dosey
I
dose.
started my day with bourbon.
Ah,
See, for me, it's cocaine and bourbon, so it all works out fine. So,
Okay.
um, which neither is true because I can't afford
Explains a
either.
lot.
Yeah. Fourth Akagi just donated. Said, "Hi, Dasher. How you doing?"
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, he's the fourth Akagi of the Leaf Village, so he's doing pretty well actually. All right, so we're getting the questions in. Usually, Finn, are we getting a lot of questions in right off the bat, or how many
we
have?
are, but we can go around. And talk
Yeah,
about
I mean, there
stuff
wasn't a lot to talk about this week in the game. I mean, there
We did
wasn't.
get the new GAC announcement though.
Yeah, 3v3.
3v3.
Yes.
Right after I made a 5v5 video.
I'm so excited.
Oh, I know.
No, I can't.
I love 3v3.
I love 3v3.
So I've been looking
Jedi
forward to
Master
this.
Dastra.
Three-
Right there with you, go.
3v3 makes me angry, but I do it anyway.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
just,
I'm not-
God help all of you that don't have any kind of Galactic Legend. 3v3
Yeah.
Galactic Legends
Absolutely
are going to be the
screwed.
suck.
No, Kylo's going to be easy in 3 vs 3. Ray, if you have Ray and your opponent doesn't, you win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that happen to me in 5v5 already. I just imagine what 3v3 is going to be like. Good Lord. Oh, God.
I'm just having flashbacks of Sith Empire. That first time that Malik was in there.
Oh, God.
In the 3v3s?
Yes.
Impossible. Impossible. I hated that, and I feel like it's just gonna be the same thing with Ray.
Yeah.
I'm not looking forward to that at all.
So, those of us with Ray, just put it on defense and be like,
Dubs
wins.
for days.
Wins.
Well, you just got to keep your fingers crossed that your opponent's not a dick.
Oh, I'm a dick. I'm putting it down on defense. It's happening.
If you have a Galactic Legend Ray, you're putting it on defense.
Yeah, Jedi Dasha,
Yeah.
Master Dasha is joining me. She's gonna be putting that. She's gonna be putting her on defense too, and we're both gonna be sitting there smiling like idiots. Like.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Ray on defense, Kylo for offense.
Mhm.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
There you go. See.
But then at least one GA, I will do a full Jedi defense just because it has to be done. At least one. And especially if we have 2 ships now, I can set Mace and GK in the ship zone. Woo!
No, I've already promised I will be putting Phoenix on defense every single round of every single phase so that everybody can get their one per feet. It's a promise.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah, Nev's a good guy. Not really, but he's just pretending to be. There's no kind heart there. What are you kidding me? Get out of here.
That's the way there.
Nev wants to
I
win.
mean, if I saw Phoenix on defense, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I never
Just
see
the
that
one
anymore.
team, just so that they can get the feet.
What else went on this week? I mean, not much. The only thing I've been doing is I'll have my ultimates done tomorrow for Ray. Thank God.
Nice.
I did get Mando and Creef 7 stars. I'm working on getting Creef to Relic. I already have Mando Relic 3. I gotta say, this new Bounty Hunter team with those two, they're stupid. Good Lord, they are stupid. Oh my God, they're awesome. I mean, Grief Mando combination on a Bounty Hunter team. And we're still trying to figure it out. I know Loki's testing some stuff out. I'm testing some stuff out. Woo! Boy, oh boy, oh boy, they are nasty. They really have made the Bounty Hunters a nasty team. I'm usually left Bounty Hunters on defense. Kind of thinking I'm going to use them on offense because they're just a nasty combination, those two, along with and I've been using them with Django, Boba Fett, and Boss. Oh my goodness. I don't know if any of you, anyone else here has worked on those characters.
I'm working on Mando. I can't believe how easy Galactic Bounties is with Mando in the
God.
Bounty Hunter squad now. It's like you get to Nest at the end and she's gone. She's just gone.
They just annihilate, man. They hit.
Yeah. Boss uses his taunt. You get the crit chance up. You take aim and you disintegrate. It's like it's over. It's so easy to do. So easy to do Galactic. I mean, my Mando's only gear 9 3 stars.
Yeah, imagine what he does at Relic 3.
Oh, I can't wait to get them up to that.
It's a
Yeah,
monster.
they're a lot of fun.
Yeah. Have you got yours,
Very
Jedi Master
fun.
Dasher, or where you're at? Where you're?
Oh yeah, I weld on both of
Yeah.
them, so they're gear 13.
Yeah.
I was already thinking about it's Mando and whatnot, and I'm like, okay, these kits better be awesome. And sure enough, they're awesome. And then seeing videos out there, people already using them
Just
to destroy
Darth
various meta
Revan.
teams. I'm like, I am all in on these guys. So I skipped Kara. Sorry for you.
I know, that's my girl.
I know she's cool too.
I
but
love
skipped
her,
and
but
went
I
for
can't.
Grief
No,
and
don't wail out
Mando.
on Kara. I mean, unless you really, really love her, but then you have an issue.
I mean, I've seen some cool stuff with her too. To be fair,
Not
but
at
the
the-
bounty hunters
not
are
at
like
not at the level
way
that
more fun.
not the
Yeah.
level that these two are at.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird going from the normal, it's usually the Django Nest team is kind of a
Yeah.
big one, or Django with Mute. So now it's like we can split up the bounty hunters into 2 teams of pure bounty hunters, or do a mixture still. But a lot more possibilities now. It's pretty awesome.
Yes, it is. All right. Anybody else with anything on their mind this week from the game, or should we go right into questions? I'll open up to the panel. If you have something to say, go for it.
I think one was with the possible changes there to either Kylo Ren or Gas.
Oh yeah, gas getting nerfed, or they're going to change. Oh, well, I shouldn't say
But
that.
yeah,
they're
I'm
going to.
wondering that too.
Kylo's gonna
Are
get
they gonna-
buffed.
Yeah, they're going to buff
I feel
Kylo
like-
to where
I
that
think they're
crap
gonna
can't
buff
work.
Kylo.
They're
Yeah.
gonna break something though. So
Something's gonna
brace
break.
yourself.
I mean, they already did changes to Rey, and ooh, those changes were kind of nasty. Ooh, if we got that or fixed or whatever they did with her, because good Lord, like that little lady. Ooh. All right, so nobody else at the panel. Again, it was a slow week. We're just getting ready for.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess I could say something. It's kind of braggy TV, if anyone cares. We got 33 stars.
Yes, we
And
gave
that's
you
nice.
props, Jedi Master Jasha.
Congratulations.
I shouted out Maul, my MC Guild, and TI for both getting 33
Yeah.
stars. Maul got it first, but you guys are right on their ass and got it too, and that's pretty impressive because I know being an MC3, I mean, we're getting 31, working on 32, so I can only imagine the nonsense it takes to get to 33. So that's pretty impressive. Most impressive.
Yeah, lots of teamwork, but and then you just get those comps down. Having Kylo really helps.
Yeah.
In P4, so
Yeah.
that's kind of what allowed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Mandy on the show last night to talk about how, how his guild got it first, and he basically said that they got as many people to stay up as late as possible or as early as possible.
Sounds like that, man.
Everyone.
So
They
they
are
had like
insane.
loads of people up at like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning,
These guys
ready
are
for the
hard.
refresh, so that they could be the first to
They
do
were,
the 33
they're
stars.
hardcore, man.
Yeah.
So they went like
We're
hardcore
like,
just to be the
"No
first.
thanks. We want to sleep. We can take our time. It's TV, As long as you get there, you get there.
Yeah, 33 is 33.
They wanted to be the first. Mandy said they had to be first.
Yeah. Pretty funny.
Okay. All right, let's start with the questions. We'll start with Nev and work our way around. So, Finn, what's our first question, my friend?
So the first question, Nev, is from Bad Rongo, and his question is, how much will 3v3 suck with the Galactic Legend?
It's
Right off the bat.
For people that have to face a Galactic Legend, it's gonna totally suck. I mean, like, it's gonna suck harder than a very hard thing that sucks very, very hard.
Like a poop-flavored lollipop.
Vacuum.
But for those that don't face, for those without Galactic Legends, it's not gonna suck. It's gonna be totally awesome, dude.
Yeah, me and Jedi Dasher are going to be like, we win all the time. It's like, we wish you would die.
But yeah, no, I mean, the problem is for those with a Galactic Legend fighting against those without a Galactic Legend, it's going to be boring because it's going to be defense win, defense. I mean, I had exactly the same. Most people will agree here that Gridham was saying it earlier. If when Malik first came out, if you had Malik and Jedi Knight Revan, you'd put them on defense. You're going to win. And I went through an entire GAC with my account that had Darth Revan and Malik, and my opponent never had them. So I would just be a dick, put it on defense. I was guaranteed to win every single time. So it made it boring and not a challenge. So after that GAC, I just stopped putting it on defense. Because it's not fun. If you're just winning every single time, it's boring. It's no challenge. But yeah, it's going to totally suck.
Yeah.
For those of you out there, my heart goes out to you.
Especially if they
I
have
just
the
hope your opponent
ultimates.
isn't a dick.
If they have the ultimates, you're really in trouble because
Oh, God.
Yep.
they're pretty awful without the ultimates. But if they have the
You're not gonna be able to get
ultimates,
the ultimate off with Kylo.
Kylo, no,
if-
but I would say him for offense. I mean, Gom, if I'm thinking about Kylo, I think
Yeah.
Jedi Master Ash, you
Yeah,
said this
definitely
too.
offense.
Offense would be where you would use Kylo, but if you've got Rey,
If you've got Rey, and you're going to put them on be a dick and put them on offense, at least be nice with the rest of your squads and put complete and utter trash down so your opponent can at least get a few feats.
no, I'm not going to do that.
No, I don't. That's not
On, if you're going to win anyway,
I'm
at
gonna be
least allow
facing
them to do the
opponents.
feats.
No, I'm not going to do that. No, no.
Bury him.
I went through too much hell in a
No
hand
mercy,
basket.
Angel, no mercy.
No mercy, man.
This is the only area of the game we have to test.
I mean,
Yeah,
where
it's
you're
true,
at,
yeah.
Like, my brackets, I'm gonna be facing all my opponents. I'm sure are gonna have both of them also.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the way it should be, to be honest. I mean, having matchups with some, some with Galactic Legends and some not. That's a bigger issue.
Yeah.
I think we mentioned
Well, I mean-
last night, the matchups really, they don't even factor in having a Galactic Legend or not when they do the matchups. And
No,
I think
it's-
that's a bigger problem.
Well, it's not that it's a problem. So here's the thing with like everybody that I've been matched up with this last 5v5, actually had more overall GP than me, and in most cases are right around the same, but 5.4 million is where I'm at. Every other character but Galactic Legend, they actually had more relics than me, all that stuff. Now, the one thing that they are hurting on, and I keep stressing this to people, is mods. Okay? It's huge. You can have all the Relic 7 characters you want. If you're not working on your mods and making sure you have the right kind of mods and really committing to it, you're going to get your ass kicked. I don't care how good your characters are at Relic 7. But I had Galactic Legend Rey. None of them did. That's not my fault.
Exactly.
You know, so if you face someone, that's just the way it is. You know, and that's
It's a good chance to practice counter.
there you go. And there are counters, soft counters. They're not guaranteed by any means, but they can work. You know, with they were showing on Operation Metaverse the other day. That's 5v5 though. I don't know
Yeah,
how this
this
is
is a
gonna
whole
work
nother
with
beast at 3v3.
Yeah, I mean 3v3 is a whole nother animal together. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. We're going to test it out. We're going to play around with it. We'll do the matches and see what happens. And I'm sure people will try to come up with some kind of way to beat, you know, Rey in 3v3. Probably have to use something they don't want to use, like a Thrawn and two other characters. Maybe Mando maybe. It'd be interesting. I might even try that. If I see a Rey down, I may use my Mando and Grievous.
Many disintegrations.
Yeah, just get the payout going on that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. But it is what it is, right? So, all right, let's go to the next subject. Let's reach the next subject. We go to Hi Nasi.
All right, Heinze, question to you from Minato Namikaze, and his question is, what are your thoughts on the child potentially having a unique that turns scoundrels into bounty hunters and gives them a payout based on their role?
Minato, I think he asked this question last week. He
has a bunch of questions like this.
Yeah. I think if the child comes, I think it's going to be more Hermit Yoda style. I think it's going to basically stop turns being taken. There's obviously going to be some synergy if they build it in with Mando, certainly. I'd love to see like Baby Yoda and then Grief just go, do the magic hand thing. Like I'd love some synergy there. That's just sick. I reckon that'd be great. But yeah, I can't see that. Some people are divided whether the child's going to make it or not. Everyone would wail on that character. Don't get me wrong. Everyone would love that character, but I just can't see how they would fit it in at the moment with all the other stuff that they've still got to work on. Like this Mace rework, and
Which is not coming. Yeah, it's not coming.
Yeah. Oh, isn't it? Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, there's a Q&A. I don't know if you saw the Q&A.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, no new Rey, no rework.
no.
That's okay, because we've got Sandbox coming, right?
But they did explain defense very well, so you have that. If you
Sandbox
want to
coming,
know, if you wanna know how defense works, just go check that out.
Oh,
So,
we haven't got that. Oh.
yeah.
But we
No
got the new
sandbox
Rey,
either.
so-
No
we got this new-
sandbox.
Oh.
Yeah. So I didn't want to break it to you,
Oh,
buddy,
okay.
but yeah, sorry.
Oh,
I
okay.
remembered
Oh, sorry.
that. So there you go. So back to the child thing. Anything else?
No, I think so. Look, I think if they did bring the child in, I think there'll certainly be some synergy as far as Hermit Yoda style in stealth in the background.
Yeah.
Slowing down characters, nullifying tax, turn meter, things like that. I think that would be more realistic. But that's if the child comes at all.
Yeah.
And I think it's an outside chance that'll happen.
Well, we'll see what happens, because I think we still got Krill that can come in. We got IG-11 that can come in. Moff
Yeah, I
Gideon
want IG-11.
could come in.
Yeah.
We got Scout Troopers
Yeah.
they could bring in from the Mando. They've had the announcement for all the new characters that are coming in for season 2, which just so happy. Can't
Well,
wait.
if they made the child like Hermit Yoda and they brought Scout Trooper in, Scout Trooper would be the only character that can attack.
Yeah, you just see him open his bag. A bag appears on his side, and he just starts
Scout
punching
Trooper.
it.
Don't kick the baby.
Punch the bag ability. Yeah.
It happened, Finn. Get over it. All right, next question, Finn.
And even the actor that did it felt bad afterwards.
Jason.
That's
yeah,
how
Jason.
bad it was.
Yeah.
Just saying. All right.
The next
Where are we
question.
going to next, Ranger?
Just go. I'm laughing too. Just follow the thing.
We broke
Follow the pictures.
Follow the
All
pictures.
right. All right, Gordon, are you ready for your first question on Jedi Academy?
That's so awful.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay,
Jesus.
so here's your question from Bill Buttlicker, because that's how you get initiated. You get a question from Bill Buttlicker. All right. So your question is this the only Empire Strikes Back content we are getting? The feats. Nearly impossible to obtain these when you're in Division 1. If so, isn't this disappointing to hype the 40th anniversary?
I would agree, but I'd only change the word disappointing to closer to insulting, in my opinion. I feel like if you are gonna be like, hey, here's the 40th anniversary, here's a couple of feats. In my opinion, that's disrespectful and kind of insulting to Empire Strikes Back, which is that's a fan favorite in the entirety of Star Wars movies. And to just give us a couple of feats is, I feel like, quite definitely disappointing. You're not wrong at all there. But I'm hoping, I'm actually looking at it right now. I'm looking at that announcement. I am just hoping that they do something else. And I feel like it's a perfect opportunity to bring in Moff Gideon and introduce like the Flame Trooper, or do a little rework or touch up with some Imperial Troopers. As of right now, though, to answer the question directly, yes, that is the only confirmed content that we have in regards to The Empire Strikes Back. And they end their post saying next month is Bounty Hunters and Bespin. So they haven't even like hinted at there could be other content coming about The Empire Strikes Back, while I really wish there would be. Because if not, I feel like, yeah, disappointing, insulting, a little bit disrespectful. I feel like there should definitely be something more than just a couple of feats in the game, but it's what we got right now, unfortunately.
That's what it is. All right. Next question to Mr. Gamecock himself.
Okay. Gom, question to you is from Solar Warden, and his question is Grievous ship for offense or Negotiator for offense?
And Grand Arena?
Yes, I'm imagining for Grand Arena.
Grand Arena, I would put GG on defense. The only time I put Negotiator on defense is if you have better ships than your opponent. But at least at my GP right now, everyone has identical fleets, right? So if you put your Negotiator, your very best fleet, on defense, if they have the same fleet, my Negotiator, my Arena ship team has been 64 bannered several times because they just win all the coin flips, right? So if you put your Grievous ship on there, you're guaranteed to at least absorb a couple banners, and Kenobi can beat everything offensively. So whatever your opponent puts down, whether it be their own GK, the Malevolence, even if it's a Radis or Finalizer or whatever they decide to put defensively, your Kenobi can take it out. It's a better team defensively, Kenobi is, I guess, but again, you're giving up your very best fleets, and you're at the. It's all relevant. I guess it all depends on the coin flips. So I mean, I would put Malevolence, to make a long story short, on defense.
Oh my!
All right.
What? Okay.
What's up?
You guys didn't like that answer. Okay, well.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm sorry.
Negotiator then. Change my mind.
Okay.
No. I'm sorry. Give me. Oh my goodness! I think someone just. Give me 2 seconds, you guys. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go.
All
Go
right,
do what
fine.
you need to. Okay. So next up
It's
is
Miss JMA.
Jedi Master Adastra. Jedi Master Adastra, question to you from Minato Namikaze.
Uh-oh.
He says, you keep saying that... I'll hold back that comment. Okay. You keep saying that one galactic legend isn't standing out more than the others. So what Rey team are you using to solo the heroic Sith?
Sorry, the heroic
Sith Raid.
Sith Raid? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a trolley question there,
It is.
Mr. Minato.
He is. That's a
To be
little bit of a
fair,
trolley question.
Ray,
But
Ray can potentially solo the raid if he had all the time in the world to do it. But the reason I said that was when I was comparing all aspects of their gameplay. I said that Kylo was superior in the Sith raid, but I feel like Rey is superior in PvP play because she works with her team, whereas Kylo kills his team. So they're both. That's why they're. I just can't really say one is absolute best because one doesn't beat the other in every single category. So they're both just super powerful. I personally will prefer Rey because of the PvP part and light side TV. You know, it's so nice having a guaranteed 4 out of 4 team in the light side Geo TV. Like, that is just, you know, RNG aside, you know, at least one team is gonna get you the full waves.
Yeah.
So,
No,
I
that's
mean,
true.
it just depends on your game mode of choice too, you know, rating. Yeah, no question. We all know Kylo wins in that category. As I mean, we all thought Rey was going to be the one when they were first releasing these characters too. So it's kind of funny how that ended up, that his kit lined up way better for the raids than her kit did. So I'm hoping on whenever, even if it's like years from now, whenever we get another raid, that she will do good in that one. If they ever give us a new raid.
So we know that's not happening.
Yeah. I'll give you another kind of question here, Dastra, which is a little more on the serious side, and it's from Epic Fails asking, why not Visas Mar with Rey? Did anyone test it with maybe Chewie under the Rey team? So have you had a chance to test out Visas Mar and Chewie with Rey?
I've tested Chewie with Rey. It's so much fun. Like, I did even just the Rey and Chewie by themselves. They can solo stuff. I did a video for that. It's just it's hilarious. But no, Visas, I never tried with her. Any excuse to use her, I miss making use of her. I just have kept trying to make her viable, but it's so hard without any tags, you know? But yeah, I could see it. Could be pretty interesting with Rey. I'm game to try some combinations with that. I could see the potential. You have the extra heal, you have the counter, and then you have the defense pin up. So just more damage potential. Yeah. It's like another res on top of it already making it annoying. Like he could do Rey, Jedi Knight Revan, Visas. So Jedi Knight Revan will protect if you have a Jedi even there, like GK. So then GK has to get killed first from the damage immunity from Rey's abilities, and then you have Savior, and then if you have Visas in there to also maybe revive, it'd be kind of funny. But considering all the counters out there, I don't know if Visas would really prevent any of the known counters though. So I don't think, I mean, I'll give it a whirl, but I don't think she would make a difference for the established counters. I mean,
yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Ranger, I'll give you one as well because we're getting a lot of Galactic Legend Rey questions.
Oh my god.
So question from Maz Kanata, and her question
is,
do I need the Zetas on Resistance Hero Finn and Poe?
Yes. You need the Zetas on Resistance Hero Finn and Poe. That is no doubt about that. And you should want them. They're incredibly good Zetas. So just put them on. You know you need them. There's just, you need it for the team. It just makes it that much more ridiculous. So yes, you will need the Zetas for both characters. So I had them on before I even got Rey. I was like, yeah, these are pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and just slap these two on. So yes, I mean you want to get the 6 you need for Rey and save those up. But after that, you know, through hoarding, I immediately put those on. Those are the 2 Resistance characters. After they were launched, I looked at their Zetas and like, yeah, those are definitely worth it. So yes, put the Zetas on. Science.
There you go. Okay. I think we're back up to the top, and we are up
back
to
Nev.
Yep. So Nev, question to you from Darsion 1972. And he says, what does everyone think about 3v3 GAC? I finally unlocked and geared my Rey, and now I have to deal with 3v3.
Well, I mean, I'm a big proponent for 3v3. I love 3v3. I know most people hate 3v3, but I love it because it's different. You know, you can't say, oh yeah, I'm the greatest at GAC if you can't do 3v3 GAC. It's as simple as that. If you can't do the 4 different types of GAC and get Kyber in the 4 different types of GAC, then you're not a Kyber champion. You're not worthy to call yourself a Kyber champion.
How
It's as
dare
simple
you?
as that. If you can only do 5v5 or 5v5 in ships and you can't do 3v3 and 3v3 in ships, then yeah, that's what I say to you.
Well, thank God I've gotten Kyber in all 4 because I'm totally Kyber. I'm all about the Kyber
Exactly.
now.
See, I've done Kyber on all 4, so yes.
Well, then
Sounds like they need a new title. If someone gets a rank 1 and all 4 of them, they should get like some.
Yeah, that's a very, very good point, JMA. That's exactly what CG should be doing. You should be getting a separate title
need more.
if you've done Kyber on all 4 different types of GAC.
the new title should be Kyber Pimp. So when you walk in the club and go up to any girl and be
I have
like,
the funniest
I don't know if you know
image in
this,
my
but
head.
I got all 4 Kyber titles. I'm a Kyber Pimp. Let's go back to my
You remember
place.
in South Park when they're playing Guitar Hero?
Yeah.
And when they finally beat it, and what the final that's kind of what I'm
You
picturing.
are
Like
me.
you had no life. It's like just flashes on the screen when you get all the Kyber. It's like,
No,
yay!
that was it. No, it was you. Was it? It was either you are a douche or you are a fag or something like that, wasn't it?
Something stupid. Like they finally beat it, and that's the thing that they're gonna pop up in game. And I can actually see that happening in this game. Unfortunately. All right. Next question for Heinze. The Heinze question to you from Zachary Parlay. The
Zachary.
question is, what do you think your ship strategy will be once Grand Arena expands to 2 fleets?
I won't play that.
I'm screwed.
I personally
Stupid.
am one of the very rare people that when ships came out, I wowed the out of them. I really did. It's the only way to put it. It's obviously given me a heck of a lot of Zetas, which has been pretty handy. I actually don't mind ships. I don't love them. I don't hate them. I don't mind them. It's pretty standard. The mechanics are there, and again, once you learn those mechanics, it's really not that difficult to climb if you farm them up. But obviously, you're still going to build the majority of your fleets around, of course, Negotiator. Surprise, surprise, as Gom said previous, it's certainly a plug and play. You would certainly, personally, I'd be keeping that for attack. It destroys every other fleet. It's as simple as that. So I would certainly generally keep that for attack. I have been playing around with. I have got a 7-star Holdo, so I've been stuffing around with Holdo as well. I did get a hold in a 5v5 GAC a little while ago. I don't know if he just stuffed up or whether it worked all right, but it's certainly going to be a lot more handy one day if we ever get a tank, a resistance tank, like a bomber or something like that, like the Y-wing. Same thing goes with Finalizer as well. They both certainly need tank ships to make them that little bit stronger and that little bit tougher to beat generally. But yeah, basically still be building it around your Negotiator and attack. If you've got a strong Finalizer, chuck it on. Obviously, the only one I probably wouldn't touch is Endurance. Millennium Falcon's still super handy. The Akbar team, it's still great. Meat and potatoes type fleet. So there's a few there you could certainly work with. But yeah, I'd certainly be building, the focus around Negotiator and attack in most cases.
Well, the problem is they put another fleet in defense for GAC, right? We don't have enough ships, man.
Agree.
It just they have. I swear, CG just says stuff sometimes. I think just because they're trolling us.
Yeah.
But then they do it, and I'm like, no, they really meant that. They weren't trolling. They were seriously about that.
Yeah, they need a full complement of all before you chuck 2 fleet options in there.
They
to
really
attack.
do. I mean, that's just not cool. It's
Totally
not cool
agree.
to the players. I mean, even if everybody gets all the ships and have them maxed out, you don't have enough ships to really make
Just
it
have to be
viable.
undersized. Grievous's fleet is fantastic in the fact that it'll just keep calling vulture droids. You
Sure.
don't have to use a full fleet. You can use your starting 3 plus 1. And just leave all the rest of the reinforcements blank, offense or defense. And it'll just keep calling in vulture droids to fill all the spots. So I mean, you don't need a full fleet.
Yeah, we
necessarily
got
for the
more
levels.
than enough. We got
Yeah.
all
No
the
way.
cap chips. We got more than enough to
Right.
handle the 2 on defense.
Well, I mean, you gotta put all the Empire and Sith ships in the garbage can because they're all junk, so we can't really use them. That sucks. I really want a Sith bomber to be good too. I really like that ship. It just
He
so
steals banners.
squishy. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Fourth Akagi, we don't. We'll just have to agree to disagree. And not only that, we don't have enough ships with synergy for this stuff. I mean, some fleets we do, like GR and Rebels. Go have fun, right? But then you look at some of the other fleets, like Holdo's fleet's got, 3 ships?
Yeah.
Well, you still need 4 more for synergy. I mean, I
think we need to caveat one thing also. I think at the end, the strategy that CG is using for matchmaking in GAC, right, I think applies a lot more to higher level players than lower. Because at the higher levels, we're a little bit more focused on getting the one attempt kills on a lot of different teams. Lower levels, sometimes you just don't have the roster depth necessarily to always do one attack kills. So you're focusing on that second and third team to try and do cleanups. And I think that's what's going to happen with ships. I think for everyone at the top, you may have your fleet that you can use as a counter and maybe one additional team that you can use as a cleanup, and you might be fine with fleets. There are a lot of people that in lower GPs, depending on how they scale this, because scaling is going to be important with this, there's a chance that people just haven't focused that much on fleet and they have their one for arena and that's it. And they might have some other ships that they just plug and play, and you stick things on defense and they don't have necessarily things to clear it. So I think there's also an aspect of what your GP is, what division you're in, what your roster distribution is that makes ships get 2 fleets. It'll make it impossible for them because you can't even fill out the 8 capital ships that you have, and they might need 2 or 3 attempts to beat a team, which already happens with some people in territory wars sometimes, at least even in my guild, where it's like if there's a negotiator, sometimes there's 2 or 3 attempts on it to try and clear it out because not everyone is prepared for a one-time clear of that team.
Well, even in Division 1, if you lose once, you're done.
Only.
Yeah.
Like,
Division
you can't
1
lose.
only.
You can't lose.
Do you
fleet.
think they're going to do that?
They need to break it up, though, is the concern. So since they said Division 1 is where they'll increase the ships, but a 4.5 mil GP and a 7 mil GP, it's going to be a big difference of what they can likely do with the ships. So if they could split those up, a lot of people have been wanting that, then the 4.5 wouldn't have to set 2 ships on defense. Because, yeah, it's less likely they're going to have all the fleets ready. But, I mean, whereas someone else who has all these built, they'll be able to handle it. So it'll definitely vary. But, I mean, at least it'll no longer just be a throwaway. It's just having 1 on defense. You're pretty much guaranteed to clear it. So at least with 2 now, it kind of changes the dynamic a little bit that, you're not going to be as guaranteed to get that clear. You're actually going to have to think about it now of what ships you have, what ships your opponent has to be able to get that win. So I at least appreciate it from that standpoint that, I mean, I'm not a fan of ships though, so I don't like this in general. But I at least appreciate the standpoint it's not going to be as much of a joke now for everyone that has all these fleets, that it's like you're basically guaranteed to clear 1 fleet.
And that's fine. I get throwing the extra. It makes sense to obviously throw 2 fleets into a zone. Absolutely. You're going to need to think more on what you're going to attack with what fleet. That's fine. But they should not have released Negotiator, and they should not have released Finalizer, and they should not have released Holdo's capital ship without having a full fleet first to at least make it viable. And unfortunately, without the Taunting tank ship, which they've recognised in a previous Q&A.
Yeah, they even said it was the last one too.
It's certainly something that really should not have been released until those ships came in or brought them in at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is they haven't committed fully to ships. We've gotten ones here and there, and we've gotten some capital ships lately, but I've never felt like they've really gone all in on ships.
No, they have not.
And it's still underdeveloped, right? And we're still lacking what we need for ships to be effective, with multiple teams.
We're just a few away at fleshing out. You guys already mentioned it. Yeah, we're just fleshing out the Radis. It just needs a tank mainly instead of Houndstooth.
Houndstooth's our answer for everything, and they can't be the answer for everything. And the thing too is they could be treating ships like Battlefront did, right? You have your hero ships with characters that have ships that great, right? Those characters can have their own ship. You can also just have generic ships. When you first start, you're playing a generic, in Battlefront, you're playing a generic X-Wing or TIE Fighter or stuff like that. You can bring all those in, just like they've done with the Y-Wing and other ships, and really round out fleets for all these fleets. Then I wouldn't really have a problem with it. It's not a problem for me. I have enough ships that I could put Holdo down, and I can put, Thrawn down with some crap, right? And still have my two offensive teams with with GK and Home One. But, a lot of other people don't have that option, and then you're going to be, we need more ships. Before you're going to implement something like that, round out the damn actual ships and stuff so people have more viable options and stuff. Because how fun is that going to be where you're going to get, you can't do anything with ships as a, something that, it's not well thought out. So, give us Red 5, goddammit. All right, who's next there, Dr. Finn?
I think we're ready for Gridden.
All right, Gridden, you're up.
Question to you.
Come on down. You're the next contestant.
So, question to you from Rico is, what do you prefer, 3v3 or 5v5?
Personally, I prefer 5v5.
Good man.
Yeah.
You're welcome back.
Yeah, personally.
Yeah.
But I will say, I'm still okay with 3v3 because it's a change of pace.
Sure.
It does still switch things up, and then it's kind of fun because one team that's viable in 5v5, great example is Imperial Troopers on offense versus Bounty Hunters, are no longer really viable in 3v3, and vice versa. A team that was meh when you throw them in just a 3v3 and you're forced to deal with them in that aspect, it changes how the teams work. It changes how you go about fighting a certain team. Like JTR does amazing because she has so much turn meter control, both gain and removal, because of so much exposes and this and that and so on, what's going on in the match. But you can't get as much of a turn meter gain when you only got 3 people to work with, so the team mechanics change. So it's interesting. I appreciate it. It's kind of fun. But when it comes down to it, I prefer 5v5. So I'm not scrambling to do some other weird ass 3v3 team that I have no idea what I'm doing. And then I fail and I lose. I'm just okay. Well, great.
Yeah,
so
because the teams are all designed for 5v5, right? The synergy and stuff and how effective they are, like payouts for bounty hunters. Kind of important to have 5 bounty hunters to try to get that payout going. It's like Imperial Troopers. Kind of need those troopers getting those kills, right? It makes them not as viable and stuff. So it does make you think more, but it also makes the top end teams more of a pain in the ass too, right?
Yeah, so that's the other thing that on a note that really frustrates me is I feel like the defensive teams get a much larger boost than offensive teams, if that makes sense. And what I mean by that is you can handle Sith Empire in a 5v5. You throw Padme or 5 first at them, you can handle them much easier. But when it comes to a 3v3, there's not a whole lot of your counter list drops dramatically on what teams can 3v3 take out the Sith Empire, or that can 3v3 take out whoever you want to, 5 first. That CLS team is no longer going to work, right? You can't use the CLS Old Ben, Watt, Stormtrooper Han, Chewie, so on and so forth. You're cut in half. And so it's what teams are going to work and won't work anymore. While on defense, it's I still got Revan, Basti, and Malik, and you can't do anything about it.
Unless you have one that's faster.
Yep, exactly. So defense gets a huge boost, it feels like, and those top-end meta teams go insane, which makes it a little frustrating. Just like how we're already talking about with Galactic Legends. They're going to be crazy. And the same thing happened with Gas, and the same thing happened with Sith Empire, and so on and so forth. And so it's bittersweet. Yeah, I can appreciate it and have fun with it here and there, but ultimately prefer 5v5.
I'm with you there, Paisan. All right, next up, we got the Game of Cocks. Good old Maurice.
The what? No, don't repeat it. Okay.
Good old Game of Cocks. Yep. Yep, touching tips of sword fights since 1983.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you what, that good Maurice knows how to use them languages.
Yep.
All right.
I just like to make Finn
Okay.
uncomfortable. I just like to make Finn uncomfortable. It's so wonderful.
I wasn't even gonna try and go there. Then you repeated it and went even.
That's because
All
good
right.
old Maurice likes making you uncomfortable too. Finn, deal with it. Porg
At
lover.
least there's not Barry Bonds behind him.
Yeah, that's
so, okay.
true. That
Good
was
old Maurice.
uncomfortable as well.
Question to you.
Yeah, but cracking up Australians. Jeez Louise.
All right. So, good old Marie's question to you from Darsion 1972. He said, once I get Rey Ultimate completed, the 3 of 10 so far, should I immediately go after Kylo or take a few characters to Gear 13 like Jolee and Nest?
Well, I would, if you want both Galactic Legends, I would favorite all the characters you need, and I would consider taking them to Gear 13 only. Take notes, make a spreadsheet, get yourself a pen and paper, and write down every single relic material, like all the signal data and all the salvage that you need, and don't apply any relics to them until you have everything in the bank. If you want to do other characters, I think Jolee is a good character to do. Nest, especially, I think is the other one you said. If you missed out on a couple characters, maybe take a break and do those. I think Nest and Jolee will benefit you for the rest of the game. I think, especially Gear 13 Jolee, really nice. Has a lot of survivability. This makes them way better. Same with Nest. If you've missed a couple meta characters, then maybe do 2 or 3. But always kind of stay focused, keep your eye on what you need for these other characters to take to Gear 13. Get them all ready. If you take them to Gear 13, there's a good chance that a lot of these characters won't make your top 80. Some of the characters like Resistance pilots, maybe the old Poe, like characters like that only have 2 or 3 or 4 abilities. They're likely not going to make your Grand Arena matchmaking anyway, so it won't hurt you to take Gear 13. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's what.
Don't
it's
relic
I did
anything. Don't. If you have a relic, don't take one character to relic 3, one to relic 5, because that's gonna make your Grand Arena terrible.
That's the way I did it. I totally took all my characters just to basic relic, right? First, I took them all to 12. Then I started relicking, right? And then it was basic relic. And then I took them up all the way when I was ready to make that move. So that's it's very smart there, good old Maurice. All right, next question for Jedi Master Adastra.
All right. So, Adastra, question to you from Bill Buttlicker, and his question is, what's the best 3v3 team with Galactic Legends Rey?
Sorry, that name just cracks me up still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Buttlicker, let me tell you.
Colonel Angus is also here.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
What's the best 3v3 team with Galactic Legends Rey? And that is, once again, a question from Bill Buttlicker.
Let me say, based on the experience of 3v3 with Rey in there, let me tell you the team that worked. Oh, wait, we haven't done it yet.
Mm-hmm.
True.
It's kind of hard to say what works, what doesn't. So the only thing I know with absolute certainty, because I've done it, is Rey plus Chewie is a lot of fun, because the guard, so you could just throw a third on that one, and that would be a pretty scary team, the assists and the guard and all that. But otherwise, no idea what's gonna work in that. You can just do the classic throwing her with the 2 cursed bros. You got the core 3 right there. That's gonna be, I'm sure that'll be a popular and scary team that you'll see a lot. You can just, I'm thinking for the more fun one, but it's still be a good team, is do the 3 Reys. I think that would be kind of, have all 3 Reys as one
Stick
team.
Rey at Relic 7-2 hits like a
Yeah,
boss.
she's scary at Relic 7 now,
She one-shots.
She can one-shot stuff. Yeah.
Oh my god,
and
it's
JCR
stupid.
with the control. I think that team could be a pretty annoying and fun one at the same time. And then you can do all of the combos. I mean, Rey can be thrown on pretty much any team. So I'm looking forward to seeing that aspect of it, the creativity of what. That's one thing I love about 3v3 is just it's so different. You get to be really creative. So with Rey, it's pretty much just gonna, wherever she's thrown on, it's gonna be instant elevation of that team. Like, oh, there's a Rey on this team. great. So you can't really go wrong. Then again, we won't know what's not until this set is done, and then you'll be able to see all the history of people, what they've used and didn't use, and you'll see the feedback. So it'll slowly evolve again, just like what any new character that hit it when we first had the Malik in there, and it was complete chaos. But now it can be managed. So I think it'll be similar in this. It'll be chaos, and then people will figure it out.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun though.
We'll see. All right, we have a new guest that is missing you like candy. Mandy Moore himself is here. Mandalorian has showed up. Finn, do we have a question for Mr. Eminem?
Is Mandy Moore ready?
Mandy?
Never.
Son of a bitch.
All right. So that is Mandalore. So he is here to answer questions for you as well. So we have an awesome panel. We have a large, awesome panel today. It's awesome.
Yes.
All right. So Mandalore, question to you from Remember Jedi. And its question is, what is the best modding approach for Galactic Legend Rey, Resistance Hero Finn, and Resistance Hero Poe?
That's easy. Speed, and more speed.
Yep.
Did I mention speed?
No, I think you need speed. Say speed. Mandy, go with speed.
Speed.
For the love of God, say speed.
Speed. More speed.
No,
Speed.
the other one, speed.
Oh, yeah,
There
that
you
one
go.
too.
The other speed.
Any particular order? What would be the priority for giving them speed mods?
Definitely Rey, but I mean, I think as long as you have your Finn like 320 plus, and then have Poe as close there too as possible, you should be in pretty good shape. And then obviously Rey's going to be well above 500.
Is that with the leadership or without?
I'm trying to think what my base Rey speed is. I honestly don't remember, but she's like maybe 5. I have a plus 170 on her, so whatever that's going to be.
I know mine's 575, so with the plus 30, that puts her at like 605. And then I know
she's hella fast.
I know my Finn, he's over 300, so I know he's pretty decently fast as well. He usually goes second. Which then
Have we seen someone over 600?
I could. I'm just not moving all those mods off my other characters from that, man. I'm just not doing it. It's just like my Remedy
sure
would
there are
suck, and
600s out
so
there.
I'm like, oh my god, I'm sure there is, though.
God,
There's some people with some crazy-ass mods out there we saw. It was like, oh my god, they could be 627.
Well, the speed set itself gives like 40. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ugh.
I might have to put one on my Kylo. Give it a whirl.
Carl run. All right. Next question. Oh, we're back up to the top to Neve.
So before we get to the top of the order,
What?
really quick,
Oh.
we are at the halfway mark.
We
So all
are.
of you guys, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. All of the panelists, by the way, are in the description of the video.
They are.
So make sure that after you are done watching Jedi Academy, you head over to their channel, subscribe to them if you already haven't.
Not now.
Not now, after. They're still here to answer your questions. You guys want to be here. We still have a lot of questions that we're going to go through. But we do have one panelist that's not here. So, Ranger, I was going to ask you to bring out Kermit because one of our panelists, Clash, who has been on here, is not here today because Little Clash is having a birthday.
Oh.
So I figured we could give Little Clash a little birthday shout out here. So I'll let Kermit lead it for us.
All right, everybody. Kermit the Frog here from Sesame Street News, here to say happy birthday to Clash's little buddy, who's turning... How old is he turning, Finn?
I'm not sure exactly how old he's turning.
Well,
31.
okay. Which makes sense since Clash is over 7,000 years old. And soon the Dominion of Devils will rise up and take over the world. Yay! But nonetheless, happy birthday with Hail Satan.
Who said that?
God, happy birthday, Little Clash. 31-year-old Little Clash.
Not so Little Clash.
This is.
Should I do it again? A more traditional
You could
one.
have gotten more information, like the actual kid's name.
Yeah, I didn't
age.
have any of that.
No, well, he just wrote that he wasn't going to be on Jedi Academy because it was his son's birthday. So,
All right, I'll do another one just so for. All right, happy birthday in the traditional sense to Little Clash. We hope you have a wonderful day, and don't listen to these other idiots because they don't know what they're talking about. But no matter how old you are, and have a wonderful day with all your friends, eat lots of cake and ice cream, run around the house, and drive your dad crazy. Yay!
all right.
Okay, and also I need to get going.
No!
Jedi Master
Good hanging
Dasher,
out, as always.
I need your people that work information so I can make sure you don't have to work on Saturdays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, someone's got to do it.
Well, you don't have to do it on Saturday mornings. Just I said, give me the names. We'll make this happen.
I'm checking, and there is strangely not a Durgan question.
Oh God.
Oh, no, Durgan?
He must be in the bushes
Why,
lurking.
Durgan, why?
Yeah,
Where
I'm not
are
seeing
you?
a Durgan question.
He's waiting patiently
I'll
for you.
I'll have to give him a hard time about that.
Use the buddy system.
You have one job, mister.
That's
One
right.
job.
Well, he has two jobs: stalking
Oh, yeah, true.
and then stalking questions. So there's two. There's two tasks that he's supposed to be doing. So don't worry, Jedi Master. He's there. You just can't see him.
All right, have a good one, everyone.
All right, Jedi Master
Bye.
Dasher.
Bye, Dastra.
All right.
So we
So,
are back up to the
We're
top
back up
with
to
Nev.
after my Hail Satan response. Nev, good luck.
Yeah.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan. Oh, look, it's some critters, some woodland critters. Oh, they're so cute.
Blood orgy.
Oh, wait. That's right, little Finn. We're going to Hail Satan.
What was that? It's good night.
Oh, God.
All I know is it came from Finn's room, so I don't want to know.
All right, Nev, question to you from Matthew Child, and the question is: do you have any good multi-purpose undersized teams for 3v3? I like to use Thrawn and Raid Han. How about you?
Just Chewie and Han. No need for CLS. Thrawn and Stick Ray are a good one as well. This is for lower divisions, not higher divisions. This is for the lower divisions. Let's see. I'm anxious to try Mando with Bosk. I think that one will work quite nicely as well. What else? Start off with M1s. I think you'd be good. Oh, and you can do undersized ships as well if you've got Malevolence. Obviously.
That works out very well, too.
Yep.
But you'll have your stuff like Gath Solo, Malik Solo,
Nest Solo, Wampa
Yeah.
Solo. I mean,
Yeah,
you've got your solo characters, but yeah, I came across the Thrawn Stick Ray one completely by accident because you just keep swapping turn meter with her and powering her back up because she is kind of squishy, but yeah, with Thrawn fracturing one of the three that's on your opponent's team, it's weird. It just works. It really it just works. I don't know why, it just works.
Oh, now Durgan wants to show up.
Timing.
Mhm.
Welcome to the party, Durgan. All right, next question to Heinze.
Okay.
You're
So,
right.
Heinze, question from J-Lox Jedi,
Hey,
Tuscan
J-Lox.
legend,
Here we
J-Lox.
go.
and he has a similar question. In your opinion, is there a hope in hell that the only incomplete faction in the game will get any love? Be it new tunes, reworks, or is the cost of whaling on them too low to CG to justify it?
Yeah, are they going to complete the Tuscan faction?
No.
Pretty much what he's asking.
They're not.
Absolutely not. I can't see it happening, man. He wants it now. Speaking of which, J-Lox has actually put in a claim to CG for an error with the game. The error was that there's some missing Tuscans in his roster. He actually sent that back to them, and they sent him back a long, drawn-out response.
Did they really?
the typical call center. Oh, it's quality. He'll post it somewhere. It is
Oh
quality. He
my
actually sent it
God.
in there and said, "Yeah, there's an error. There's a fault with the game right now. There's a bug with the game. Yeah, there's not enough Tuskens in the game." He sent that off to customer service. They sent him a lovely 10-page wall of text response, which basically meant absolutely nothing. It was beautiful stuff. But yeah, no, they're not going to finish him off, brother. Hang in there, keep strong. But yeah, no, I think that's about it. I think that's all we're getting for now, Brett. Man, I just can't see.
Oh my God, Jesus, that's fantastic.
It's quality.
Yeah.
He posted it. I'll find it and I'll post it in your server somewhere.
All right, next question to Gridiron Gang.
I feel bad for him too. The CG has kind of come out and said that Tuskens giving them a tag was kind of a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's having fun anyway with Kira lead, Nest, and 3 Tuskens all at Relic 7. So he's not really struggling with them. He's having a lot of fun with them still. And they're actually getting territory war holds in my guild, which is scary stuff.
Oh, because people are underestimating them and not
Right.
going in with higher.
There's no counter on the books for it. Let's be honest. It's just
That's
not
true.
something that you have sitting there for a
If
counter.
I saw
so
that, I just on principle, I'd ring in just my
Yeah.
gas solo just
Yeah,
to kick that ass.
they
Like,
throw
oh,
something
really?
at it and they underestimate it, and they come back with a hurt part.
Yep. God. All right. Let's
Gridiron
see,
Gang's
so-
next.
Yeah.
All right. So, Gridiron, question to you from Keyboard, and her question is: what bad character do you want to get a rework?
Ooh.
Mace, don't say Mace.
He's amazing. What are you
Yeah,
talking
Dastra's
about?
not
He doesn't-
here.
I'm
She
sorry.
would've said that
What
already.
is Mace?
Enough said.
You know, if I had to pick one of something that I really just wish was better, I would actually, I really want to see Fulcrum, Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum be a
Yes.
lot better. That is someone who I really wish, just such an awesome character, such a
She
interesting
fits
character.
nowhere.
And just fits it. One of the easiest ways is if you just threw like a Phoenix tag on there, you know, or just gave her a little bit more, just something. There's that the kit is. It was interesting when it came out. I remember very distinctly because like Warrior was so amped to get that character, and then I remember seeing the footage and I was like, oh, Whirlwind's cool, but then immediately I was like, this isn't going anywhere. There's no real use. There's nothing that you really like do it. So I wish she would be. If I had to pick one, I think I would really like to see Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum be a lot better in the game.
That's a great choice. What about the rest of the panel? I'm kind of interested in. Is there one that pops to the rest of the gang's head that they'd like to see reworked?
You
Not
know my
Mace.
vanity character.
Listen,
My vanity character from the beginning of the game, and he's
Savage Press, I know, fan.
Savage Press. He was good early on but massive damage has gotten such a huge nerf to it that it's not even
Maybe
really
you
worth
bump
it
that up.
anymore. But
If they could just
Yeah.
make massive damage be 199,000 damage or something, like
Yeah, that could work.
I'd
Yeah.
like to see Maul.
Maul.
Yeah.
But
Lord Maul.
he's Maul. I mean, especially after this most recent season of Clone Wars. I mean, he needs to be more badass. He needs to be more badass. He really does.
If you've not seen the last 4 episodes of Clone
I have
Wars,
not. I
Oh
have
man,
not yet.
brother,
it's awesome.
let me
That's
just
why
tell
I said,
you,
he needs to be more badass.
you need to watch it
because I'm
as
not
soon as
putting any
possible.
spoilers in
It
there.
is that freaking amazing.
Yeah. I started the whole show over and I wanted to I'm making it through everything
Make it
again
through
before
everything.
I rewatch it. So
Yeah,
we're getting there.
yes.
I mean, his it's just like, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you. It's like where's the where's moving stuff with the dark side and just a couple extra abilities, maybe maybe something a little bit better that passive. Just he needs to be more badass.
Maybe we get a
in the
new
game.
Maul. Maybe we get Rebels Maul or like Old Master. That'd be kind of cool. All right, next question to Frizzy Hair.
that's Cam Newton.
No, I was talking about Gom.
Oh, okay.
His hair looks exactly like Cam Newton in the background, surprisingly.
Can you make that face also?
Yeah, make that face go to
You know he can.
Fantastic.
All right, Gom, question to you from L73. He says, what's the best for a relict fox? Offense set, all health sets, or offense with health, since his attacks increase his max?
I guess it depends on what you're using them for. I think if you're using them in like arena, then I think like an offense-oriented set or even crit damage would be good. If you use them for like a raid environment, then health I think is much better because you have more time to actually stack it. And then every time he goes and gets that max health buff, it's just giving him ridiculous amounts of health. So yeah, if you use them like Grand Arena, then go with like offense crit damage and a health secondary. I do think that the benefit of a health, like a 60 health cross, may be more beneficial than an offense cross, perhaps. It's been a while since I've really looked at it.
I think I'm still running all health on mine.
Say again?
I think I'm still running all health on mine.
Yeah, I run all health on mine as well, but I think just for initial burst damage, offense or crit damage probably better. If you really want to get out of the gate and one shot somebody with his move, then offense or crit damage would be better than health. If you use them in the raid, I know it's dated, but you can do a hell of a lot of damage. And like the Sith raid, First Order, even without Supreme Leader Kylo, is an excellent kind of throw it on auto for 2 million in just about any phase if you got a really good Fox. So it's I don't know, health for PvE, offense crit damage for PvP probably.
There you go. All right, Mandolin's next.
All right. Mandy, question to you from Solar Warden, and he says, what is the counter to an ultimate Rey with L3 and Barris with no Kylo?
Jesus Christ.
So that's definitely one of the toughest ones around. I still think that the Jedi Knight Revan with gas and maybe Grandmaster Yoda and Bastila, that might work, but I don't have a whole lot of experience with that because that's something that even Maw guys struggle with in TW. So that's a tough one, especially if it's a fully relict Zaris. That is definitely a tough one. I fully expect to see L3 Zaris Rey in 3v3. So get ready for that.
God bless you. God bless you all. All right, we go back up to never. Say never.
Okay. All right.
Never.
See, these are introductions I can't do. I just okay. Nev, question to you from Karan Khosla, and the question is: when do you expect Mando and/or Grief to be free to play?
I mean, it's usually dependent on when CG are going to bring out the legendary. So sometimes it's quite quick. I mean, it can be a month, but it's usually 2 to 3 months. And then everybody farms them like mad because we know that we've probably only got, a month, 2 or 3 months before they bring the legendary out that's required. I can see them bringing them out quickly so that they can bring the legendary event for those characters out faster than normal, so that it kind of pushes people towards buying the packs as opposed to being able to get the whole thing free to play. Because when was Malik was the last time that you were able to get ready for an epic confrontation or a legendary event free to play only, because it wasn't doable with gas. People had to wail on the characters the first time gas came around, and I kind of think that they'll go that way. So I think maybe June or July they'll go free to play, and then maybe a month or 2 afterwards they'll bring out a legendary, because we'll get another couple of marquees this month, and that's why I say it'll either be June or July when they make all 5 of the characters go free to play. So yeah, that's when about a month, 2 months. We've got to get 2 more. We need 2 more. We need 2 more marquee characters first, though, from a light side perspective, and then we still don't know what that legendary is going to be. But we know that with the release of 2 more marquees, that we're getting a legendary. We just don't know when.
Yeah.
If I could jump in on that, I really think. I mean, we're obviously going to get IG-11 and Queel, but like you said, Nev, the legendary we don't know. I really want to see a Moff Gideon legendary and then a hero's journey Mando with Baby Yoda summonable.
Well, I mean, we had a guest on the show recently who suggested that we get Moff Gideon as the legendary character for the 5 light-size Mando, and then you need Moff Gideon and 4 additional dark side characters from the show in order to go for the legendary child.
Oh, wait, so the
one
child
leading
is
onto the other.
Too.
Oh, wow. That
And I kind of like that idea because you could throw in a scout trooper, you could throw in the flame stormtrooper, and then you could throw in a 501st stormtrooper, because I still say that they need to bring in another stormtrooper with a 501st tag to pay their respects to the cosplay 501st Legion that allow the Mandalorian to be able to do those final 2 episodes of season 1, because without them, it wouldn't have been as good. You know, they wouldn't have had dozens and dozens of people in stormtrooper costumes for those final scenes, and they would have had to have just used the same couple of uniforms over and over again. So there's a couple of empires that they could throw in there nice and easy, I think.
I have a friend nearby who makes the uniforms with the 501st. She has some really cool stories about doing all that stuff. It was awesome to talk to her about it, but yeah, they busted ass for that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm sure they were all chuffed and over the moon about that too.
Well, the same guys that did the droids for the latest the sequel trilogy. You know, there was guys that recreated R2-D2 and stuff like that. You know, the people that created BB-8. I mean, I know the guys that did R2 were fans that redid that and made it motorized and did a whole bunch of cool stuff. So it's cool to see fans get involved with these projects, right? It really is cool because, you know, they love Star Wars, and just to get a chance to be a part of it, that is pretty awesome. All right, let's go down under again to somewhere in the Outback to Heinze.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask a separate question. Do you have bloomin' onions down there?
I already asked this, Finn. That's not even fair. I already asked about Outback Steakhouse.
I want to ask him again. Do you have bloomin' onions down there? Those are like the greatest things ever.
No, we don't, because we don't have Outback Steakhouse down here. That's for you guys.
Yeah,
that's like
Outback
asking an
Steakhouse. Yes,
Foster.
but the concept of a bloomin' onion is that's what I wanted to know.
No. We eat steak. We have a lot of steak. We have a lot
but that's here. Okay.
Wonderful meals, but no. I mean, you know, everything's just cased in Vegemite, of course, because you know. You know, it's just like, yeah.
Is it like a lotion? Do you take like a bath in it?
It's the Vegemite on the skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Do you think this just comes naturally?
It places the Vegemite into the basket.
I'm just imagining Heinze right now, just like.
Yeah. Imagine like a Vegemite Bacta tank, right? That's exactly what I've got in the other room. Okay, we're done here. I put the mask on and I just jump in that. That's what I do, man. That's how we roll here.
Well, like, because it's thick, so he'll just like. Slowly sink in.
It's not the only thing.
It makes that noise.
Marmite's better.
It's not the only thing that's thick, Greg. Don't you worry about that, brother.
Heinze's miss is like, how do you get your skin so smooth and soft? Vegemite.
Yes, I am.
Vegemite.
All right.
Is that a cream? Yeah, it's a cream.
Vegemite, Australian for lotion. All right.
You guys are gonna regret putting me and Heinze
Only when
together on
used
this.
down under.
All right.
Foster's, Australian for piss water.
Oh, not that. We're not talking Foster's again, man. Let's not go there.
All right. Heinze, question to you from ER's Lost Tales, and his question is: what's the strategy for beating the second part of the Malik event with Karth? Getting the armor shreds up on the first part with Zelbar, but it's not working, so I would like to try the other one.
It was quite a while since I've done it. Off the top of my head, I think I got close to about, for the side robots, I think it was something like 6 to 7 armor shreds on each, approximate. We just kept rolling between them, slowly taking out the canisters on the side, and then obviously I just went ham on Malik immediately after that, and basically just got over the line. A lot of RNG. I reckon I spent it was
Excuse me?
day after day. Originally, I was sort of right on the edge. No, it's all right. Grab it, man. It's all right. Don't worry about anyone else. Just grab your phone. It's fine, man. It's all right. You know, I'm kidding. It's a joke.
How would you feel if it was like a bad news, like, Nev, we're sorry we're foreclosing your house. No! And Heinz is like...
Rager, can you do me a quick favor?
Yeah.
Can you mute Nev?
Criminal.
Can I mute Nev? Oh, God.
Yeah, because he didn't turn off his mic. I don't want his phone calls.
Wait, what was? No! Heinz is over giving him shit for...
You are the father.
No! God, no!
We're shipping it to Australia.
How much Vegemite's that going to cost?
There's not enough. There's not enough, bro.
Oh, Jesus.
As long as it's not that Marmite anyway, but that's a whole different story. Yeah, I reckon it was. Look, back to the question. I'm pretty sure I got about 7 armor breaks up. I actually completed it without the mission Zeta, which was
can do
pretty
it, yeah.
cool. It can be done. I did it at the time without the mission Zeta. It was a lot more RNG, certainly. But yeah, you just got to keep rolling between the robots until an opening that you can obviously then attack the canisters without getting hit pretty quick. And just, it's all about survivability, isn't it? With that particular event, certainly. And then just going.
Oh, that was a very important
at the end. You're gonna lose. I'm pretty sure off the top of my head, you're gonna lose Karth, I think, and you're going to lose. Oh, who else was it at the end? I'm just trying to think. It was Karth, and I think I lost Zelbar, and then just went ham with the others.
All right.
It was so long ago. Sorry, I know I'm a bit cryptic, but it was.
It's fine. Yeah, it's all about like the way you said it. It works. So, all right. Grid Squares is next, Finn.
All right. So, Grid, question to you is, well, let me ask a generic one to everybody first, since we have everyone here. Because we have Epic's fails questions here, and he wants to know how many people are going for Carbonite this time. I don't think I'm going to go for Carbonite. I'm going to let people in my streams pick my defenses, because I don't care. I already got the Carbonite the last time 3v3 was here, because I hate it. So, that's already done, so I'll let people. But anyone else going for Carbonite this time?
I won't be.
Nah, me neither, man. If I do that, people won't turn up.
Yeah, they won't
Yeah,
watch.
no, I'm going for Quad Kyber this one.
That's
I'm going
right.
for Quad
We have to
Kyber,
maintain
so-
our Kyber now. We can't ever lose
Yeah,
it.
have to maintain Kyber. I've done back-to-back triple Kybers live on stream. I need a new challenge, and the challenge is Quad Kyber. So,
Have to get that
There you
Kyber. That love of Kyber. It's important.
oh yeah, love Kyber. Just the feel of it, the touch of it, the taste of it.
It's like fine wine.
Have you got the Ashes trophy? No.
The Ashes trophy. No, but we do have the Cricket World Cup. Do you have that? Oh, wait, no, you don't, because you lost to us in the semis.
No one gives a shit about the Cricket World Cup, man. It's all about the Ashes.
Right, then the Rugby World Cup. Oh, hang on a minute. You lost to us in the
no one gives a
semi-final of
shit
that
about
as
that
well,
either.
didn't you?
No one gives a shit about that either.
All right, listen. The Empire
break
of
it up.
Britain.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you guys can.
Academy has now become the international ESPN of streaming.
I'm breaking it both up because we're American. We don't give a shit about either of that crap. So
Nev, did you really do the old timey question?
come here, you. Yeah. Pugilist, hey. Yeah. I'll fight you fans first, hey. Yeah.
Someone get a can of spinach. Someone toss it
Pugilist.
down.
I'll fight you fair and square there, buddy. Come here. Yeah.
All right, Grid. Okay, so Grid, question to you
Yes, sir.
is for Toyota Canada.
Oh.
And his
Toyota.
question is, do you have any insight on 3v3 gas counters for those of us without gas?
Ooh. That's going to be spicy. So depending on where you're at, things that immediately jump to mind, because we know another counter that exists out there is Padme. I feel like if you're, it'd be dicey, but you could try a Padme, Anakin, GK. Honestly, if you don't have a mirror match to do, Sith Empire might still
Sith
work
Empire will
actually on a
work, yeah.
3v3 level. I feel like your Sith Empire would have a better shot, depending on which one. So like me personally, for example, when I'm looking at the 501st and splitting them up in 3v3, you got basically two options in my opinion, because 5s and Echo almost always go together, and then that leaves you with Rex and Arc. So if you do like Skywalker with Rex and Arc, it might be a little bit more difficult with that initial turn meter boost. But if they do 501st with Echo and 5s, then you're going to drastically outspeed them, and your Sith Empire will probably be able to do that. I think in a 3v3 would probably do pretty well. That'd be my next bet, would probably be Sith Empire.
Would
then
a fast...
maybe what?
Sorry, I was going to say, would a fast relict bounty hunter team with the Mando in work? Because if you can put Skywalker on his knees, it would give the Mando time for his disintegrate to kick in, and then when Skywalker gets back up off his knees, you could just disintegrate him, right?
Yeah, but he hits hard when he gets back up, so your boss better be beefy as hell or something.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. They'd need to be relict.
Yeah.
You know, you'd need them to be relict. The boss would need one hell of a massive health pool, but it would be. I mean, I'm just thinking in terms of, you know, getting those cooldowns off the Mando, and the cooldowns are going to be ticking off while Gas is on his knees, right?
Yeah.
Possibly.
So that'd be interesting to see. I think that one seems a little dicey, but you also, keeping in mind that Anakin is going to lose bonus offense and all that other stuff by not having as many 501st allies, so he might not hit quite as hard. So it might be doable, but yeah, you got to be quick to make sure you get that contract off real fast. So I think Sith Empire is going to be your next best bet. I would just leave them modded, because without me saying this right now, it might not have dawned on me actually that I will need to change my mods right before GAC lock to bear in mind I have a 3v3. Because normally, right, you have the turn meter boost with Rex, and the bonus turn meter from his unique as well as his special ability. And if you don't put Rex with General Skywalker, well, then I need to switch my mods slightly to make sure that team is faster. Because right now my General Skywalker sits at like I think he's like 240 or something.
That's where mine's at too.
Yeah, much slower. Which when your Sith Empire comes in, you know, you have a 320 Revan with a 300 plus Basti, you're going to run circles around them, and I think it'd be a lot easier for you. So actually, that question helped me. I'm going to have to actually change my mod slightly on the 501st there, but that's what I'd go for. And if that's not an option for you, then I would say you're going to have to probably try and do a 2-man team. I'd burn up some abilities with whatever team, and then follow that up with maybe a Padme, maybe.
Yeah.
The
Revan team will control, because Revan will go first, hit Gas. They're feared, then Bastily gets off her corrupted battle meditation, and then they're feared for forever, and then you just burn Gas down, then you go kill Rex or whoever.
Yeah, exactly.
And stuff. And Malak can take the hits from Gas, you know.
Yeah, he can. He can at least burn up at least, 3? And especially with him not having as many 501st allies, his offense will be even lower.
Yeah.
So he can at least burn up a solid probably 3 or 4 turns, I think.
Yeah.
From Gas, somewhere around there. Enough to time it to kill off at least a good chunk of those guys. So
it'll be interesting. Don't worry, I'll be doing all the 3v3 crap that we're talking about. So
you could also plug in a Watt Tambor somewhere in the mix there as well. Can you supercharge him a bit?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting where you use Watt and with who, right? For 3v3.
Watt's potentially a liability against Gas though, because he doesn't have anybody else. You're basically removing a DPS to add Watt in there, right? And so that can potentially make it so you're not going to be able to burn Gas down through his protection quickly. You're not going to be able to kill any of the other clones while he's in cover to try and get him so you can disintegrate him. Like, it's potentially a problem to put Watt against Gas because you just don't have the DPS going.
Yeah.
No, I use Watt like with Han Chewie or something like that. Or you just...
that's gonna. I'm using mine with. I'm gonna do Crew and Kylo.
That would be good. Watt. Yeah, those two would be pretty nasty.
I'm thinking Han, Chewie, and 3PO, actually.
That could work, too. There's a lot. There'll be a lot of fun stuff.
I'm just looking through my squad management 3v3s, and they are all out of date.
Yeah.
So need to do some serious updating here.
Yeah. All right. He's back from KFA. We've got good old Maurice.
Did you realize that, good old Maurice?
He knows that. He does on purpose.
I was going to say, but as you just said it, I realized I put the wrong one on.
You always put it that way. It's tradition.
Yeah, well.
Well, everyone is getting curious about the Kentucky Fried Anakin. I'm just...
Yeah. He was keyboard from away, so let's leave him alone. So he's back. It's all that matters. All right, back to
All right. So, Gom, question to you from Minato Namikaze, and he asks, what is a wild 3v3 defense that you have been playing around with in your head?
Well, there's lots of them. We got Cara Dune, and we got Scarecrow
Karen
Pathfinder.
Bodhi.
Well, I mean, okay. we could try Bodhi. Really, we could do, let's see, we could do Scarecrow, we could do Hermit Yoda lead, Scarecrow Pathfinder, and Cara Dune. That's an extremely annoying defense. You need the Zeta on Hermit Yoda's unique, though, that refreshes his cooldowns when somebody dies with his buff, and he just keeps giving the buffs to both of those characters. Hopefully they keep reviving, and then it's just never-ending crane. You guys talked about the 501st. Five's lead with Echo and Watt is pretty good. I've had a lot of success with that in the past. Trying to think of some other ones. There's a multitude of scoundrel teams. Clone Wars Chewbacca lead is awesome for 3 versus 3. You got a lot of options in the scoundrels. You got Stormtrooper Han, you've got Clone Wars Chewbacca, and you've got Kira. You got lots of scoundrels that might not necessarily fit on your 5 versus 5 team that are great for 3 versus 3. That includes a lot of the bounty hunters. You got lots of options. All the bounty hunters have leads, and now we've got Mando, and we've got Grief, and they kind of apply to all the light side. There's a lot of cool teams I think we're going to see with Mando and Grief. Unfortunately, this is going to be Mando's first Grand Arena, and you're not going to be able to get his payoff off, so it's going to be kind of irrelevant. Like, that kind of sucks. They bring this new character, it's got this super cool payout, but you're going to have a real hard time getting it off.
Yeah, I love his payout. It's amazing, because that's the thing me and Loki wanted to mess around with. Which is better, Django or Mando? Right.
Well, that's why 3 versus 3 is so, it's so stupid. Like, all these kits and all these characters are designed around 5 versus 5. He mentioned earlier Imperial Troopers are worthless in 3 versus 3. That's true. What sucks is I've invested resources in the Imperial Troopers because they're 5 versus... They're good for every other element of the game. And then for them to... that's why it infuriates me. I do it. And, I play it. I understand why it's appealing. I think it's really good for newer players. Really get them... get to use their incomplete teams. I think I see the benefit of it. I just don't personally like it. It takes way too long to set up.
Yeah.
But I don't. There's lots of weird. I don't really know how to split up the First Order yet. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But you got lots of leads there. Phasma. I did put the Zeta on Phasma's lead. I've had a lot of success with that. So I'll have Prue. I'll have Spring Leader Kylo. I'll have Hux, and I'll have Phasma at my disposal. One of you guys mentioned earlier, it might have been Adastra. She left. The first round of these are always just a crapshoot. You have no idea really what works. I just heard Nev when I came back say his are outdated. Mine are too. Everyone's is outdated. Nobody knows what does what yet. Nobody knows how these Galactic Legends are going to respond to counters, how they're going to work. We all have these.
It's been full. It's been 3 or 4 GACs since we've done 3v3 hits.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. I think it's been 4 GACs. Because they've done 5v5 because they've been rotating since the beginning of the year. They did 5v5 with resistance feats, then they did first order feats in January. So it's been ages since we've had a 3v3.
And for anyone that went after a Galactic Legend or has both, or maybe they're in the process of, they have all these brand new Gear 13 relic characters they didn't have the previous 3 versus 3. Like Finn, like Poe, like Phasma, like First Order Officer, like all these ridiculous characters. So it'd be interesting to see what people do. I'm going to be...
It'll be interesting to see.
I know Clash, who... Happy birthday, Little Clash.
31 years old.
the previous 3 versus 3s, he's done an excellent job of kind of reviewing the histories and kind of... He lists all these teams, takes a bunch of team suggestions, and kind of monitors them and makes them hot and cold. Does a real cool kind of spreadsheet with that type of stuff.
Oh my god.
So I use that resource. So I would suggest all of you guys in the chat and on the panel go to the Scoundrel server, check out to see if he's doing anything with that. That's a very, very helpful tool. That's helpful.
Yeah. To our turn now. All right.
Go team.
Yeah, go team. Mm-hmm. All right. Mandy season 2 is the next up.
All right. So Mandy, question from Revenator. He says, do you think if CG buffs Supreme Leader Kylo before 3v3 starts, that he will be unstoppable after?
Ooh.
I don't know about unstoppable, but I think both the legends are going to be an absolute pain in the balls until we, like everyone has said, figure out something that works in 3v3 because no one has any kind of experience with that. I wonder if Darth Revan is going to still be the best counter to Supreme Leader, especially with the gas nerf.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of like
we'll
how that
see.
would work. Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. It's all going to be a learning experience for everyone. So.
Yep. Hey, Ram Bam, what's going on, partner? Just donated $2. What's up, Ranger, Grid, Heinze, and the gang? Well, we're doing good. Just talking nonsense, and glad to have you here, Ram Bam. Part of the Cubs fam. Always glad to see Ram Bam here. All right, Finn, we're round and round like a merry-go-round. Let's go to Nev.
Okay, so Nev.
Nev, this is for all the money. No pressure.
All right. Nev, question to you from Frezu, and the question is, which is the best team for Wampa in order to get the feat done?
Hang on a minute. The Wampa needs to beat.
He needs to be on a team in order to win, and in order to get the feat.
Oh yeah. I mean, if all right, that's a good point. I suppose. Yeah, if you haven't got a Wampa that can solo a Phoenix team, I would just throw a couple of Empire. I mean, if you're not using your Palpatine and your Vader, just put a Palpatine, Vader, and Wampa in there, then you'll get your feat. I mean, anybody with a weak Phoenix team,
there's a lot of weak teams you can go Wampa over. Yeah, you're going to be able to Wampa the crap out of some
I mean,
stuff.
if you can't, if you don't have a Zated Wampa that's a decent gear to do the solo, just a couple of Empire in there, throw the Wampa in there at the end, and you should be able to get the feat.
All right. Next, we just had a $5 donation from.
Are we good, or is the stream? I'm getting a little buffering on.
That's not us.
Okay.
Meow Meow just donated $5. Says, "Where's the kitty?" Well, Meow Meow, when a mommy loves a daddy very much, and
Grid's cat has been kind of.
Yeah, I think she's talking about my cat. My cat's been popping up.
Oh well, I totally misunderstood that.
What is her name?
Her name is Sable.
Sable. Okay.
Yeah, when I started doing streams, and there was one time I gave her a treat here on my desk. And ever since then, chat has loved it. And every time they see her, they're like, give her a treat. And now she's addicted. And every time I sit here at my desk, she will pop up at some point and ask for treats. So
smart cat.
She's adorable.
It says we're getting buffering, but we're not. It's not us, man. This is something on YouTube's end. It's not us.
It's saying that it's not receiving enough video from your end right now.
Well, it's receiving it because I'm not getting anything from OBS.
Yeah, the YouTube one is. Bear with us, peoples.
I hit refresh. Mine was working good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me try again. Trying again really quick.
I'm looking. I'm not getting any drop frames or anything like that. It's in the green.
Need more kangaroo generators, gentlemen.
Have you fed your the hamsters lately?
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get frozen in some goofy. Okay, never mind.
All right, everybody take a pose.
I forget I'm around people sometimes. Yeah.
I went with the classic blue steel.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just went with Australian.
Yeah. I'm on walkabout.
Where's the Vegemite?
Oh my god. Go run and get a can of Vegemite or something, Heinze. They're gonna get lagged and they're gonna come back and just see Vegemite on the screen.
I wanted to come back with the football streaks, just like Vegemite.
Can you have my Harry
It's
Carey?
like war paint.
Hi everybody, Harry Carey here from Australia with this Vegemite crap. I don't know what it is, but I took a bite of it. Holy cow, this stuff tastes like dirt. Vegemite. It's not got vegetables or bites in it.
Heinze? All right.
Don't move.
All right.
I have no idea where we're at. Next question.
We're on Heinze.
Okay, we're on Heinze.
Hey, we're live.
Yeah.
Cool.
Heinze, all right. So Heinze, question to you from Dylar's Twilight Tactics.
Don't move. Just concentrate.
And the question to you is, do you think they'd give both Galactic Legends a ship and make the Finalizer and Radis ships meta?
Ooh, okay. I reckon if they were to do that, they could be the tank ones we're missing. They could be the tanks that we're missing at some point.
FTS like Finn.
Kylo would make no sense as a tank, though.
Yeah, I know. But it would just be super OP, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, look, probably not. I don't. The thing is, you wouldn't put it past them. Let's be honest. I mean, we just don't know these days. You wouldn't put it.
They don't
past
even watch the movies. They don't play the game. None of that.
Yeah.
So might as well make him into a tank.
Yeah, why not? I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't make sense, but so do a lot of other things in this game, to be fair. So I'm not saying no. It sort of doesn't make a lot of sense, really, to include them. But that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. I know it's a roundabout answer.
No, it's a difficult one. It's a speculation one, right? And we don't know how they intend on changing the meta. So yeah. Oh, so God, I'm seeing that, and I'm just.
What?
I'm literally getting the thought of Vegemite, Australian for hair.
What are you talking about?
Where did that come from?
Just spontaneously shows up for Australians. Just
Jeez, Louise. These things jump everywhere. Naughty.
That's it.
Okay. Sorry.
You've been feeding the drop bears
spanking
again.
his Vegemite.
That's Australian full play.
We roll down here. Who needs KY?
I was debating on making the joke, but I didn't want to demonetize you guys. So
that would be too late.
Not demonetizing if it's true, brother.
No.
All right.
Science.
All right, we're going to move on to Grid. So, Grid, question to you from whatever. And this question is there any confirmed info whether this GAC will be 3v3 with ships? And if so, already including 2 feats? And which divisions?
So as far as I know, and I am just updating here on the forums, I have not had any confirmation of any ships or not. However, if these feats are anything for us to, unless they're going to say something else, so far it sounds like just tunes, no ships. None of the feats mention. What just happened?
The Vegemite be jumping all over the camera.
Oi!
What?
What the hell? Now he's really down under.
Apparently I'm down under now.
And now, folks, you understand why the toilet bowl, when you flush it, goes the other way down there.
Does it? No one ever. I don't look in there, man. We've talked about this before, and I don't look.
Yeah.
It's not a pretty sight. Let's be honest.
No.
Well, not if you're eating Vegemite all day.
Yeah.
You guys are going to regret putting
And now we go to Heinze on the space stations. Heinze, what can you tell us from your view up top there?
Oh man, it's. I tell you what, we're getting the blood rush into the head right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I tell you right now, it's pretty mental here. We're a bit upside down, but we're doing the business down under, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. This is.
Oh God! Don't be doing the business when you're upside down. It might just fall back down on you. All right,
It's pretty messy. Need a towel.
All right.
All right.
Oh. Yeah,
Tom?
direct answer on that one. No feat indicate. There's no feat that says anything about doing anything with a fleet. So far, all the fleets are win a battle with Veers, Snowtrooper, Grandmaster Yoda, Hermit Yoda, CLS, Wampa. Not a single fleet mentions anything about. No feat mentions anything about anything with a fleet or ships at all. So my guess would be no ships, but they have not hard confirmed it just yet.
Yep.
There you go. We have a few more questions here, then we'll do fun questions and start wrapping it up here.
Let's go to
Good old Maurice is next.
Yeah.
So, Gom, question to you from Dylar's Twilight Tactics. He says, and we can open this one up maybe. To those of you with Galactic Legend Rey, how are you placing her in 3v3 and with? And I'll ask you also, Good Maurice, on the Kylo side. How do you plan on doing 3v3 with Kylo?
Well, I guess it all depends. I'm probably not going to place Kylo until they do something about Kylo, because the whole concept of undermanning Kylo will 100% work in Grand Arena versus 3 versus 3 Kylo, right? So I'm not going to place him until they do something about it, unless I want to place him with Malik. That's pretty much, that seems excessive, but who knows? I'll probably, if I were to place him, I would probably place him with likely a very, 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 very fast Phasma and either Sith Trooper or some other AoE character that eludes me right now. Maybe First Order. I don't know. A bunch of AoE. Because just like the Bounty Hunters, Kylo's going to have a real hard time getting his ultimate off without AoE characters. But if he gets his ultimate off in 3 versus 3, you lose. 100%. So that would probably be the goal there. I'll use Hux. I might use Hux with him. I don't know. I don't really like the Hux lead very much in 3 versus 3. But I guess I could use Hux and like Fox and First Order TIE Pilot, countering First Order TIE Pilot and First Order First Order Executioner will definitely at least absorb some banners. And then I do like the Phasma lead. I do like Crew lead. Crew lead is probably, I'm still going to use that. I don't think I'm going to use Crew with Kylo. I don't know. I'm sitting here. I'm just brainstorming on the fly here. I really have no idea what I'm going to do.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do a stream. We'll talk about it. Anybody's welcome. If this launches on, we'll set teams on Monday because it'll launch on the 11th. Should set teams on Monday? Yeah, we'll do it on Monday. Ram Bam with
upright.
Ram.
The Vegemite needs to be upside down.
Yeah, the Vegemite's the right side. Wait a minute.
Space has no criteria.
That's right.
It was just
Think
floating in
fourth
space.
dimension. But Ram Bam just donated another $5. Says this is why we are embarrassed by Heinze. Stop preloading.
There we go.
All right, next question to.
All right, so last question for individual. So we have one question
We
for
didn't answer
Mandy.
that question. We have
no idea. We said we'll do a stream. God
The
damn it.
answer was for Ray. So Ranger, you can handle that.
My bad. I'm not.
Well, no, we answered that a little bit with Jedi Master Adastra, but Ranger, I don't think we got your thoughts. So
About what, Ray? What do you do?
About Ray?
I put her on defense. I mean, it just makes sense.
With who though? The Resistance heroes, or
I thought about doing just Finn and Poe because the thing about I'm gonna have her ultimate too is like if you don't kill them in one shot, she's gonna saber squirrel. If she gets her ultimate off, you might as well just go, well, that was a fun match and forfeit because she's going to do her ultimate and you're going to die. So I just don't know the combination. I'm thinking Finn and Poe because Finn will speed up Poe. They just synchronize together. But then I thought about maybe R2 and Holdo. But I do want offense on that team. You really don't. You could go Ray with Scav Ray and maybe Finn just to get turn meter going and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of combinations, but we'll play around with it. But I definitely put it on defense and see what happens. So, and I'll try it. I'll put Ray down with those two. If it gets beat, then maybe we try another team and see what the results are from the data. So there you go.
There you go. Mandy, question to you from Solar Warden, and he says, "How do I mod a bounty hunter squad with a Gear 11 Mando and Cargo with Zetas to win against Geonosis? Is there a strategy?"
I haven't tried that one. That's interesting.
How would we go about that? Mine are super fast. I got both Mando and Bosk above 300.
I have crit damage mods on my Mando right now, but that's also not. That really wasn't thinking in terms of fighting Geos. But if you go Django lead and you can get out in front of the Geos, you might be okay.
Well, his burn will keep him from getting turn meter, right?
Yeah. Burn will keep them from gaining turn meter until they do actually get to GBA or Poggle and they cleanse everybody. But if you have really, really fast BHs, you might be able to get to payout relatively quickly if you can get out in front. because
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of people mod their Geos for any kind of tenacity. So yeah, I think if you go Django lead, and like you said, enough of your tunes are fast enough that you can get out in front, you should be okay.
Yeah, I think so. It's going to come down to the speed, because if your boss goes first, Mando goes first, and if you can get Boba Fett and Jango going, right, their AoEs will really hinder the Geos, and then once you get payout, the Geos are going to die horribly.
Yeah, especially if you have a high potency Boba and you can get that AoE ability block going.
Oh yeah,
then you're definitely in good
I
shape.
put potency on mine for that reason. Same thing with Jango. I put potency on him with and with a lot of crit chance, because you want crit chance with the lead and stuff. But yeah, to get those debuffs off and stuff is important. So, all right, so time for the fun
one
questions.
last question.
Oh, there's
one
another
other
last
question first,
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm going to go around the corn here because it was a question from Bill Butlicker and he wanted an answer.
Well, it's Bill Butlicker. We have to.
We're going to do one sentence. So his question is with one sentence. What do you think is the current state of the game? And Ned, we'll start with you. One sentence, current state of the game.
One sentence. I thought you said one word.
One sentence.
One sentence.
One sentence. Hanging by a thread, entirely dependent on how the road ahead is.
All right. Upside down
That almost
Highnessy.
rhymed.
Hello there.
One sentence. What do you think is the current state of the game?
Sorry, I just. Okay, so current state of the game is frustration. There's no doubt there's frustration out there. We deserve better as a community, no doubt. People stay playing this game because of the community. And definitely rest on the road ahead.
Longest run-on sentence ever. All right, Grit.
Everything's long down under, bro.
And the blood is rushing to the head, like always. All right, Grit, yours.
One sentence. The game is in a disrespectful state right now to both players and the Star Wars genre, in my opinion.
Ooh, spicy.
Okay.
Gum.
As always, the state of the game is totally dependent on the sexiness level of CG Top Hat.
Okay. I didn't see that one coming.
Oh my goodness. No, they did Top Hat.
Well, you guys took all the good answers. I don't have anything left. I don't know. It's just plugging along, and I mean, the further along we get into it, the more of the kind of milk the top strategy will be. Like, it's just, I mean, the game's been around so long. I mean, the longer the game survives, the more dependent they'll be on the top 1% of spenders, I guess. If that makes any sense. I might be.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mandy?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's pretty much saying the same thing, so I'm just going to use one word as opposed to a sentence, and that word is precarious.
Okay. There you go. Now we'll jump into the fun questions.
You didn't want my response, Finn?
Nobody cares about us. We're the brain damage ones, remember?
I know, that's why I was going to give a brain damage answer.
Okay, fine.
Brain damage.
I have one word too. Vegemite. Let's move on.
Yes, sir.
Wait, now you should put the Vegemite on your head. It would look hilarious. Bend down a little bit. Oh, there. So go down. Yeah. Kneel down just like a little bit and then put it on your head. There you go. Now put it on your head and it'll
You
look
have to
like...
put it upside down on your head, though. Just confuse
You're bloody
everyone.
rude, Grid. You could at least ask, please. Like, have you not got manners or anything? Like, come
No,
on.
no, no.
All right, that looks
that's
brilliant.
second date stuff.
Here we go.
This is
Isn't he an American? We don't have
It looks like the Vegemite is squashing down.
yeah.
Your balance is quite impressive.
Wow.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Look how he's bouncing on the Vegemite. Look, I mean, it's amazing.
Balancing on a jar.
What a strong neck.
Now do a spin.
How heavy is a jar of Vegemite? Like 3-4 pounds?
Hang on, I'll see if I can do
He's
the whole
spinning.
circle. Hang on.
He's spinning.
Oh, that is impressive.
He's breakdancing on a jar of Vegemite.
Oh, we lost Vegemite.
All right, let's get to the fun questions here.
Put on the headphone cord. Damn it, I was good for a second. Sorry.
It's okay.
Harry Tasker, I think this is for Gom. Is this a good time for hair of dog?
Oh.
I don't know what that means, Dutch.
You have to shake it. You have to shake it free.
Oh,
Shake it free once.
I can't. It's kind of greasy.
Yeah.
doesn't really
It's got
shake.
product.
Bill Butlicker then supports you. He says, "Don't feel bad. I haven't had a haircut in 3 months. We could be twins."
Yes.
Yeah. I need some bad.
Fighting Drunk, question for Grid, says, "Why is Grid wearing the same shirt as yesterday?"
Yeah,
I haven't gone to bed. I ended my stream and videos and everything last night, and I was like, do I stay up or do I go to bed? And I was like, I'm going to stay up. So you guys are seeing me in my... That's why I put a sweatshirt on. I was hoping no one was going to notice.
Nobody cares.
Damn it,
man.
Fighting Drunk.
Aramil, question, when is Heinze going to stop preloading?
For sake, don't give me that. It doesn't happen. You know why? Because there's no GAC on. Does anyone realize?
Next question from Trogdor. Heinze, what's the best team to preload?
I've got a team to preload. I'm down under right now. Don't worry about that.
Darsion 1972. Question, why does Gom look like the White Don King?
Sucker. The Great White Hype.
All right. J-Lox Jedi. Question for Heinze. If you had hair, what color would it be? And don't say Vegemite color.
I won't. Look, we've talked about this. Grid and I here have actually talked about this before, have we not? I'm waiting for his new venture. We're starting a new venture. It's going to be Grid's wigs. I want that hair because that looks sick. Second place would certainly be Gom's Einstein little number he's got going on there because dead set that is hot, bro. Pretty impressed.
I'm sure it smells as good as it looks.
Oh, that's what she said. So at the end of the day, it's certainly pretty impressive stuff. But yeah, no, there's all right, hang on. So there's nothing up top. Hang on, there we go. So
It's all right.
I don't think I've ever seen Heinze without a hat on.
Don't you mean there's nothing down under?
Oh, there's a lot down the bro. It's gone from the head, bro, and it's down the back, unfortunately.
Would you like to borrow some?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, I don't want that dodgy English soap dodger here, man. Anyway.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
All right,
then.
next fun
Next
question.
Ouchie, question for Grid. Are you going to start a Kickstarter to crowdsource the development of some premium streaming headphones that don't squash that hair?
Yes, immediately. I need something that goes sideways. People are only subbed on my channel because of my hair, so I need to have some headphones or something
have to
that
go
doesn't
with
That is
Yeah.
exactly why I have these. These are the street headphones, and I only use these because they don't do anything with the hair.
Yeah.
I got to do something because otherwise, it blocks this, and then people are mad, and then they get unsubbed and downvoted.
Sony street headphones. I love these things.
You got to protect your investment, Grid. That is some hot stuff, bro.
All right, Ray Rock. Question, is that a photo of Cam Newton's younger days behind you, Gum?
Oh, that's the picture of Cam Newton's in his uniform next season for the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, he's on the Browns now?
Not yet. Not yet.
You're way too
when we
hopeful.
start out 0-4 and realize Baker Mayfield is not the answer, here in comes Cam Newton to take us to 2-14.
Does the White Don King manage him as well, or what?
Yes, yeah, I'll be managing him. Yes.
Oh my god. Sorry. The question just came in. I stopped collecting questions, but I just saw Eeyore's question and I have to ask it. So he says, WTF is Vegemite? And if somebody messages your YouTube channel, but it doesn't show up on any video, can you respond? What the is Vegemite?
Heinze? Well, we found out it's a lotion. It's
A lube.
It's a hair substitute.
It's a hair
lotion, a
substitute.
lube.
Bath and Body Works lube. It's a KY replacement, apparently.
Yeah. So
All
basically,
right. What legitimately is
And
Vegemite?
you can eat it.
It is life
It's a
eternal.
yeast extract.
yeah, it's kind of like WD-40 for Australians. I mean, let's be honest. It's got multi-use. I mean, that's just how it rolls.
It's like
down.
duct tape for MacGyver.
Yeah, I'm like an Aussie MacGyver with my.
It's like salve. You can use it for anything.
Magruder eating his Vegemite to get out of trouble. Magruder.
I'm just picturing like Heinze as a spy with his only tool being Vegemite and like coming to a locked door, not having a key, shoving Vegemite in there, and then be like, nope, and then leaving, and the next person coming in just like.
Well, that's not true because then I would have two tools. One would be Vegemite.
No, he'll be like
another one as well. That you know,
It's in the toolkit. It's in the toolkit.
Part of the toolkit.
No. It's like it'll be like Batman. He'll be in a. Just imagine. I'm sorry for everybody. Just imagine Heinze in a black, like spandex suit, and just a V on his chest, and then a utility belt of all Vegemite.
Yeah,
all Vegemite.
If you mess with me, bro, it's just gonna be like Vegemite.
Vegemite grappling hook.
New, it just like grabs at something.
It's not what I do, but how much Vegemite I have that defines me.
Vegemite shaped as ninja stars.
Yes,
exactly.
It's the only wonderful food spread that you can use on your toast and also grease the axles of your car. So it's
This is like the worst thing ever. All right, we're continuing our last few questions here so we can wrap up. Oh my god. Okay, Aeromil. Question: name one Empire tune not in the game that you want added.
Gideon.
Yeah, I'm going the Flame Trooper.
Scout Trooper.
Scout Trooper. Heinze.
Punch Baby Yoda Trooper.
That specific one named Punch Baby Yoda Trooper.
Special ability. Punch the baby.
Oh my god. Gum.
I go first in the next round the horn. They took all the answers again.
Oh no, I want to change my answer. Admiral Dieppe.
Okay, then I'll take whatever Nev said.
All right, I will start on the other side next time. Oh my god.
I have one. Emperor's Hand, Mara Jade.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, I'll go the other way. So Mandy, we'll start with you and then go backwards here. What is the next character you want to see from Mandalorian? Actually want to see, not that you think CG is going to release, because I think we're thinking Quill and IG-11. What is the next character you actually want to see?
Without question, the heavy infantry Mando.
Yeah.
Damn it.
There we go.
All right,
Gone. How about you?
Now you have
Bill
more.
Burr.
Which one?
Oh, the John Favreau
Bill Burr.
Mando. Is the John Favreau Mando?
Yeah.
John Favreau Mando, and then we got the Bill Burr.
No. I mean, it's got to be Director Squadron, hasn't it? I want to see that. Put those 3 X-wings in.
Grid.
I would then take. So I would love to see that heavy Mando. So if that's not an option, I would like to see the Armor Smith.
Oh, that's a
I
good
think that
one,
would be
too.
kind of cool for
That's a
a
good one.
Mandalorian
Also a good
leader.
one.
This is the way.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah.
is the way.
Heinze.
Spit roasted Salacious B Crumb. Thanks.
Make it a ship. It can't make ships any worse. All right, Nev.
I would go with the taxi driver from episode 1.
That just gets freaking mauled. Just gets eaten.
Taxi, got to be the taxi driver. It's got to be the taxi driver from episode 1.
Fantastic. All
Isn't that
right.
the guy from the Avengers, or not the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy. He was in there somewhere, I swear.
Yeah, he's in that comedy troupe. He's a huge dude. He's been in a couple TV shows.
Yeah.
He's done. I mean, he's Bert in Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, the big mopey guy.
Yeah, the rock guy.
Yeah.
He's the rock guy from Big Bang Theory.
All right.
All right, and last fun question here. Gom from Utah. What is the mug of choice this week?
I already put it in the dishwasher, but it was the Cleveland Browns mug.
Oh.
There you go. So
I
that,
held it up for him when he
This
asked.
is a mug.
Mhm. There you go. Okay, that was it for the questions.
All right, now what we're going to do is allow these awesome people to pimp their stuff so you guys can know where it's at. It's all linked down below, but we're going to let them pimp it out for you guys. And do me a favor, once they pimp their stuff, go to these channels, hit the description, go check out their videos, sub to all these channels, these awesome folks. Make sure you give them a thumbs up on the video. Just show support. It's what we do here at Archie, is show support for the community. And we'll start with the Nev.
Oh, thank you very much. So, yes, tune in to and sub to the Skate Pod cast on YouTube, but also on Twitch. We now do our live shows on Twitch. So that's the Escape Pod cast on Fridays. And as we announced yesterday on the show, we will have a new weekly live show that we'll be doing on Twitch on Tuesday evenings called Geeking Out with Going Nerdy, where it will be talking about all geekdom, nerddom, that kind of geek nerd culture stuff. Basically, it's going to be everything except Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes.
There you go.
It's going to be a good show.
All right. The Upside Down Rubber Band Man. Heinze, where can folks check you out at?
Yeah, so obviously we're doing a fair bit of YouTube still when GSC cranks back up again. Harpoons and beer works a treat. So yeah, we're basically during the week we're like the GMA version for GAC for us American friends here. And then on the weekends, we catch up on Friday, Saturday evenings with the man with the beautiful hair below. Right now in the Brady Bunch setup here, my boy Grid. We catch up with him and cause all sorts of mayhem on the weekends. So it is a lot of fun. It really is. Thank you so much, guys, for everyone supporting anyway. We've got Jana's question left out there. She's an absolute champion.
All right. What's the
I don't know if we can chuck her question in or not quickly, but she's an absolute champ. But yeah, so you can catch me there, and
I'll try and get a couple of questions in really quick.
You do Jana's question if she's an absolute champ.
Yeah. Go ahead and continue pimping, and then I'll try to throw in a couple of
And then obviously, yeah, we're after partying on Twitch these days as well. Afterwards, this is where we go crazy. Patreons jump on, basically abuse my crap performance, and also we play some music and carry on, have a few drinks.
There you go.
So yeah, come and join us. It's a lot of fun.
All right, Grid.
First off, thanks for having me. This is my first time ever here, and it was an absolute blast. I've been in the chat plenty of times with you guys, but this is super fun to be on the panel. So first off, thank you very much. Thank you, chat, for being very interactive there. That was a blast. You guys can catch me primarily on YouTube and Twitch. Both of them are just Grid and WWL. I also got Twitter if you guys want to hang out there. I post a lot of memes. Primarily, I stream over on Twitch. I play all sorts of different games on Twitch, and then YouTube is primarily for SWGOH, and then some other highlights and just kind of general videos. But the fun happens mostly on Twitch. I still do the GAC streams here on YouTube, just since there's a greater kind of Star Wars following on YouTube. But all of it's just Grid and WWL. You can catch me all over the place. I'm just having fun. Like Heinze said, we do, they're called the Gridsy sessions. We do them every in the States, Friday night, or Australia, that's Saturday. We do a session every Friday night for GAC, but not just GAC, kind of just whatever. We just have some fun and just BS and play a game, have some fun, have some drinks, and just have a good time. So
there you go.
You guys catch me all over the place.
All right. Howard Dean, where can folks check you out at?
Over on Operation Metaverse, we stream at 10:30s on Thursday, and then Sundays I also stream with Ranger and Avanash over on Ramon's channel, the Alliance live show, where we have to start 10 minutes early now because Ramon will inevitably say something inappropriate and then backtrack and try to make it better.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
So it's a good time. It's always a good time over there. So see you guys then.
All right, Mandy Olin.
Hello. Just YouTube, Mandalore Mod, just throw it in the search bar. Not to be confused with Mandalore Gaming. Did I say every time I go on anyone's live stream ever? Because that guy is an imposter.
Yeah, we'll have to disintegrate him. All right. And then we're going to get Jana's question. And if you're watching this on RSG. Finn's trying to get Jana's question because he's a real champ. And so make sure we stream all the time. We're mentally damaged people that stream all the time. And you can catch all our... What's that?
Aren't we all?
That's a little bit more than y'all because we stream all the bloody time.
I just did a 24-hour stream, actually.
Oh, did you? Yeah, those are not pleasant. Yeah, I've done that.
God.
We've raised money for... Oh, boy.
Yeah, we did.
Start getting a little loopy at the end there.
Yes, that happened.
Yeah, you get very loopy. Yeah, you can check we do Monday through Friday. We do the lunch stream. Wednesday we got the longest running live stream in the community coming up on our 4-year anniversary. Sundays we do D&D. course, we do the Jedi Academy here. We play other games over on Twitch. We do Marbles on Monday, and Tuesdays Don't Starve Together. We also have a big announcement coming up for a game we're going to be launching here soon. So we got a lot of stuff for you guys in there. But again, do me a favor, guys. Really support these other streamers and content creators. It really does make a difference. Every view, every like, every subscription really helps them out. So show some love for the community. You know, these guys come here and gals. Make sure you check out Jedi Master Dash's channel as well. It's easy to find, Jedi Master Dash Show. They come here on a Saturday morning. They don't have to be here, but they're here to answer your questions, to help you with your gaming experience. So at least show them a little bit of love in return. All right, Finn, did we get the question from Jaina?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, I found it.
Okay.
So yeah, that Nightbot is acting up, but managed to get the question. So Jaina's question says, I've already heard this from Gridzy, but interested in the others' thoughts. What's your favorite non-meta 3v3 team? No Gas, no Darth Revan, Trio, Jedi Knight Revan, Jolie, GMY, those kind of things. So we'll end on this note. We'll start from the bottom this time. So we'll start with Mandy. Your favorite non-meta 3v3 team?
Well, back in the day, it used to be Old Ben, Lead, Nest, and Visus. I haven't used that obviously in quite some time, but back in the day, that was my go-to kind of oddball 3v3, because you look at it and you're like, what do I do with this? But now, I don't know. I have to totally reevaluate everything now. So,
all right, Gom.
Offensively, I guess it'd have to be like Zam Wessel, Boba Fett, X will take care of any sort of miscellaneous scoundrel comp for max banners. And then defensively, I don't know, it's tough. like I said, things have changed, but I used to split up Han and Chewie, kind of like Kira, Han, Chewie, and then like Storm, or like CLS, 3PO, X type of thing. I don't know. I do like the Kenobi Lead, Scareful Pathfinder, Hermit Yoda. Defensively is pretty good. Stuff like that, just goofy stuff. Got to keep people on their toes. Can't put, traditional stuff on 3v3. You
Can mix it up a little bit.
Yeah. So.
All right, Grid.
Well, Jana mentioned it. My favorite by far, I love it, is Crew Kylo and Watt. I've had the most fun with that team for defense. It has held multiple times, and that first 3v3, I did it in an attempt to mimic Stormtrooper Han with Watt, and so I threw him with Kylo, and I mean, I went multiple GACs where that had anywhere from 3 to 12 battles. I just love it. It's super exciting. And then for offense, 3v3 wise, I don't have anything too crazy because I save the meta teams for offense, but I think it's fun using CLS Han Chewie. That's pretty basic, but it's cool seeing them three together, like just them three, and seeing that powerhouse go through close to any team. I think it's just kind of fun to see that OG triumvirate, like the first like kind of triumvirate doing some serious work. So
all right, Heinze.
My most fun 3v3 team I've used was we took out a relic for Bosk and a Gear 12 Dengar with a BB-8 lead, Hermit Yoda, and 3PO. One attacker. We have proof. It's on my server. It's the most epic battle I've ever done. It was hilarious. Didn't think it was going to get through, but absolutely annihilated them. By far my funniest 3v3 team. And I love a bit of first order. Got to love a little bit of first order execution with a bit of panda bang action, just going berserk on people as well. That's a lot of fun.
All right, Nev.
Thrawn lead, Hermit Yoda, Stick Ray on offense.
That's a good one. Team that I love always put on defense and watching people struggle, because I always put in the back line is like, hello there. Kira, Nest, L3. That thing gives people fits. They use a lot of stuff up front. Then they get to the back like, wait a minute. Nest. Shit. I just watch the defenses pile up. I've never seen such outrageousness in my life. People just give up at that point. I see 4 battles like, yep, it's over. Finn, what's yours? If you have one. I know you're not a big fan of
offense. I don't do a lot with defense.
I know defense you do, yeah.
Stormtrooper Han, L3, Vandor, Chewie.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's another combination.
Solid.
All right. So I think that's all the questions, right, Finn? That was the one extra one we
Yep.
were doing.
Yeah, real quick. Early in the stream, I referenced Clash 3 vs 3 sheet. He just made a post maybe an hour or so ago. I'll put that link in the chat here if you guys want to check that out. That's got all the 3 vs 3 information you could possibly want. So,
All right.
Yes.
All right. I'm actually going to copy that, and we'll actually go through that. Maybe we'll have Clash on when we set our defense and stuff. What happened?
Frickin' floating Vegemite.
Oh, I didn't see the floating Vegemite. I was doing docs, Google Docs.
Really quick for the RSG channel, there's going to be no good and bad this week. I'll be back next week for those of you guys that have been watching. I have intentionally taken off Monday and Tuesday because it has been a crazy COVID work months lately. So this weekend and stuff, I'm going to be working on RSG stuff, so I'm not going to be able to put together the video. There's a lot of stuff that hopefully will be ready by Monday. So just be on the lookout for that. But no good and bad this week. It'll be back next week with a 2-week recap.
All right, so with that, we're going to call this one done. So on behalf of myself, D&D tomorrow, I don't know if we're having it. We're still trying to figure that out because it is Mother's Day. So when holidays fall, usually we don't. If we do, it'll be something fun. So we'll see what happens. But maybe we'll do it. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll do a one-shot campaign or something. So, but with that, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Make sure you keep your social distancing, wash your hands, wear your mask, wear your gloves. Let's look out for one another, look out for each other, and look out for those around you because we're still dealing with the COVID nonsense. So please wash your hands as much as possible. We don't want anybody that's watching us right now to get COVID or have to deal with COVID. Just be safe out there, folks. We'll get through this together. We'll keep streaming. We'll keep you entertained. So on behalf of myself and the panel, thank you so much for joining us. Have a great rest of your day. And Highnessy is floating away. Okay, that's fantastic. All right. And our Dean is leading us out with the charge. All right, everyone be safe, and we'll